Gambia, where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how access to education. Sponsor a Gambian girl through SAG Foundation. We are placing girls on the path to success through education. Our aim is to realize a Gambia where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how we do it through our model of affecting generational systematic change. This is Amy. She is not in school, an underprivileged girl excluded from school due to lack of financial support. The SAG Foundation enrolled her into school, and she is equipped with all the essential resources to have a quality education. Amy is now making a difference in her community. Amy is now contributing towards the generational systematic change. Education changes everything for a girl.
Welcome to Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for everyone.
Oh La La.
Welcome to Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for everyone.
Oh La La Spa provides you with all your spa and salon needs with professional and experienced personnel with stellar exceptional service.
Rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
Oh La La Service provides you with
relaxing massages, permanent and temporary tattoo services, body piercings, facial skincare services, which include microdermabrasion with celebrity makeover, airbrush makeup,
hair care services, barbing services, permanent makeup such as eyebrows, microblading, pedicure, and manicure services.
Enjoy spa lifestyle. We also offer gift certificates and spa memberships, quality spa products, wigs, hair extensions, and more.
Oh La La, rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
At Oh La La Spa, we have a VIP suite for your comfort, a separate gentleman's room, and more. We have a spa day. Reserve the spa day for a day all by yourself and friends and rejuvenate together.
Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for all your spa and salon needs for everyone. Located at Senegambia Highway.
Visit us at olalaspa.com and book online. Our Facebook page or call us at 51-00022. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. At Oh La La, we also accept Q-Money for your convenience.
Oh La La Spa, not just a spa, but a spa with a different.
asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi maa ngi leen ay nuyu seen sant di leen jaar bu baax a baax comme ni ñu ko dee defee rek saa su ne ñu ñëwaat rek tey si Elite Media nag ñëwaat fi rek ak beneen waxtaan bu ees mu nekk nag waxtaan boo xam ne nekkul ne ci génn Fatmata kooku la jógee dama am gan te gan boobu noonu moom mu leen storeem fii ci Elite Media di leen jaar yéen ñëpp nag fu waay mën ne di wax ne rek ne ñu déglu wante rek ak xel te bañ a déglu wante ak xol comme ni ma ko dee waxee rek saa su ne fii ku ñëw Elite Media rek sa concept gi fu dee ñëwee sa coobare bopp la nekkut ne dañ la force wala dara pour nga ñëw fii nii moo tax nag mu baax rek ma repeat ko every time su may wax te indi fi gan yu mel ni rek ma repeat ko pour nit ñi understand loolu ñu jégalu nag ci vidéo bi nga xam ne suma gan gi waroon na koo mën a ñëwee waaye mënul koo ñëwee parce que ci internet bi la nekku ne dafay nëbbu wala dara parce que mu ne bëgg naa feeñal boppam parce que ci li muy wax si bëgg na nit ñi tam jàng ci dara gis ci seen boppa tamit Nahima.
Yes.
maa ngi lay nuyu bu baax a baax dalal la fii si Elite Media.
jërëjëf kontaan na.
waaw tey nag suma waxtaan bi ak Nahima dina nekk loo xam ne dinañ ko boole ci English ak Olof Nahima moom dinaa ko laaj suma question si Olof moom su ko neexee dina tontu ci English wala mu tontu ci Olof Nahima te du noonu la.
Yes. Definitely.
waaw kon nag ma bàyyi la nga gën a nuyoo rek nga wax nit ñi yow yaay kan tuuti rek su ko defee ñu daal di dugal si suñu waxtaan bi nga xam ne moom lañ tàmbalee pour waxtaan ko.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. maa ngi nuyu everybody that is listening right now and di leen sant for the fact that y'all get the time, the chance to listen to us today. I am Nahima from Basse Santa Suda, Gambia, and now based in the US, Atlanta, Georgia.
jërëjëf di wax nit ñi tamit ne Nahima mii di wax ni tey ngeen koy déglu fii nii consentam la comme ni ma ko waxee rek ne pour ñu toog waxtaan ak nit ñi fii ñëwul fi nag ne pour ne dafa ñëw pour uñi kenn wala ñëwul fi pour ne dafa ñëw pour tuutil kenn déedéet injustice bi nga xam ne moo nekk ci biir Gambia bokk na si li tax mu gën a ñëw pour waxtaan ak askan bi tey te di wax ne tamit line ci tamit dinañ ko ibi ci kanam bu Nahima waxee ba génn dinañ ibi line ci rek ku nga xam ne am nga dara loo xam ne mun nga ko see contribute ñu la wax ne mun ngaa contribute number bi mooy 00220 235 6084 00220 235 6084 binda naa number bi ci kaw waaye képp koo xam ne yaa ngi déglu te mun maa bindal number bi tam maa ngi laa ñaan pour nga binda ko 00220 235 6084 00220 235 6084 so maa ngi ñaax ngeen bindal ma number bi foofu su ko defee ñu daal di ko pin koo xam ne bëgg naa call after rek joxe contribution am o su fekkee ne am na story bu mel nii tamit mus na koo dal ñu bàyyonte xel rek te waxtaan ci rek ba daal di juboo Nahima
Yes.
waaw tey li la indi fii tey sa story bi man Fatmata maa reach out to yow because dama bëgg mu clear man maa reach out to yow waaye comme ni ma la ko waxee rek dafa tombé ni am ni ñi nga xam ne woon nañ ma te wax naa la ñeneen ñi sax ñi ma oo pour ne sa story gis nañ ko social media sa story indi ma ko fi pour tuutil kenn parce que sa story already it was already on social media te yow yaa ko yóbboon social media yaa ko defoon sa own page bi is that so
Yes.
waaw ok ba pare gannaaw loolu Nahima am na benn interview bu mu def or I don't know waaye def na interview pour nit ñi xam rek ne indi wuñ story bi fii just because dañ bëgg a uñi or dañ bëgg a dugg ci problème yi jàmbur loolu taxu ñoo jóg wallahi léegi li ma la bëgg a laaj rek tey sa story bi loolu laa bëgg nga explainer nit ñi fan la commencé naka la commencé ba ñu dugg ci ending bi ci li nga ma explainal sa affaire yi doom sax ko gën a tax ñu ñëw toog fii right
Wow.
ok sa doom moo tax ñu ñëw toog fii
Wow.
léegi commencé sa story bi fi mu commencé xale bi fi mu juddoo ak ba muy egg si Gambia feel free loo bëgg a wax rek waxal
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna start from man. Halebi was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and foofu laa seyoon. And we was together, but starting of the marriage, it wasn't good to the end of the marriage because it was based on lies. But I'm not gonna talk much about on that part. Right now, I'm more concentrating on the child.
exactly
So, yes. So when we have a child together, like it was like too many things going on. He doesn't want to go to work, because he was on child support, and he claimed that if he go to work, like they at the end of the day, his paycheck will be left with nothing because they will take child support out of the paycheck directly. So then he decided to build a news website. I don't know if I'm saying it right, which basically I have to contribute like $500 for him to do that. But I didn't understand, like, the more readers you get, that's the more money you are making. So at that point of a time, like, it was hard for us, and we was expecting a newborn baby. But then he was not making nothing but sometimes 50 cents a day, which was really disturbing me, and we have a fight all over every day because he doesn't want to do nothing. He's not doing no efforts. Now, I would talk about when we had the baby. So 1 week of having the baby.
Can you hold on a second because people are saying that
Okay.
your voice is tripping, they can't hear you properly. Su fekkee yéen a ko dégg léegi wax leen ma yéen a ko dégg please. Hold on rek Nahima. Hadi Kinte bu fekkee yéen a ngi dégg wax leen ma yéen a ngi dégg ma read ko ci comment bi ne yéen a ngi dégg su ko defee Nahima mu daal di continuer ak waxtaanam bi bi Nahima di ñëw nag comme ni ma ko waxee rek waxtaanoon nañ ci suuf ba pare comme ni ma ko dee defee ak ñëpp ku fee ñëw wanoon naa ko ne ko am na yu nga xam ne dañ ko cee génnee duñ ko ci dugal waaye defoon na beneen interview xëy na there is more on that su fekkee dem ngeen si yeneen plateforme yi na di ngeen ko fa gis man dama decide ne am na yu nga xam ne ñu génne ko ci tuuti ñu focus more on xale bi ok Nahima Fatma Mure mu ne ñu ngi la doon dégga so that's it go ahead.
Okay. So
Wow.
then when after 1 week of having the baby, which was the naming ceremony, my co-workers, some of my co-workers at the salon, Bakutu Contest Salon, they call and say since they don't have the chance to come see me at the hospital, they would love to come to the house and see the baby. And then I make it very clear to them that I wasn't gonna do nothing. So then I told my ex-husband that, these people from the salon, they coming to see me. And he said, didn't you tell them that we're not doing nothing because, the little savings that you have, we're not supposed to spend on partying and stuff. I said, you talking about party? I haven't even have no dresses or nothing. So somebody that should be doing parties should be having, dresses, different kind of dressing. I said, this is not party. I just want to cook benyachin for them. So when they come, they can eat and, be comfortable. So then I call my friend, Aisha Manjan, to come stay with the newborn baby and walk to the store at Walmart and go get the stuff like grocery shop. And then
At that stage, you told me earlier that at that stage, you guys had to
yes,
walk from your house, then dock from Sakir,
yes,
by the
I'm
Walmart.
coming.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm coming. So we have to walk to the store, which is like an hour from the house. At that
1
time of
hour
a
away
time,
from the
at
house.
that point of yes, at that point of a time, we don't have. I told my ex-husband I'm going to the store, and then he made that comment, and then he said, anyways, I have my 401k check in the mail today, so I'm gonna go with you and cash my check at the customer service at Walmart. And then I was like, okay. Then we walked to the store. I wasn't even fully healed. Then we went to walk to the store. We reached at the store. I went for my grocery shopping. He went to the customer service, but he finished before me. Then when I walked to the door and then met him there, and then I said, how does it go? Something. And then he said, I couldn't cash the check. They said it has to be at MoneyGram or Western Union, something like that, he said. And then I was like, oh, okay. Then he said, you see, this is the reason why I said, do not use your saving on this stupid food. And then I was like, something, I'm not trying to start a fight here. Then I just took my bags and walked. As I was walking away, and then I give him my bag like I was walking, and then he just pulled my hair and turned me around and slapped me and said, if I am talking to you, Nahim, like Nene, you do not walk away. So we was push and pulling like somebody let me go. He was like, stand right here and listen to me. So that's when four police car came and around, and they was like, they get out of the car, and then they was like, can you guys distance? And then we was like all surprised. And then the police officer actually that was talking to me, she asked me, do you know who's here? I was like, no. Then they said they received a call that a guy is hitting a female at this street. So and then they asked me if he hit me. To be honest with you, I lied and said no, they did not. He did not hit me. So at that point of a time, they have this light, touch light. So she was like lightning that on my face, and then she was like, I can see a fingerprint on your face. So definitely he hit you. And then I was like, yes, but like I just have a newborn baby, and he is the father, and like it's just us in the house, so he cannot go today. Like we have to go home. Then when I make that statement, the police officer was so upset and said, "It is so that go home to a newborn baby, so they cannot let him go home." So that's what happened on that day. So he ended up going to jail.
So he got arrested because of that.
Yes,
And it was,
yes.
let for viewers' sake, let's make it clear because that's what you explained to me. But for viewers' sake, it wasn't you
Mhm.
that called the police, it was people, passerbys that
I
called the police, right?
Me personally, like he have, yes, ma'am. Personally, he have hit me. That wasn't the first time. Even during my pregnancy, he hit me so many times. I have never ever called the police on something. This was just like maybe for na yalla moko wan living right. Parce
Yeah.
que mo munul sa control tempambi, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
So police yi ñu yóbbu ko yow ñu yóbbu la sa kër, right?
police in New York because after they said they was gonna take me home, but like I was scared that a lot of people are gonna be at the house, which I don't want them to know what is going on. So I have to call Auntie Bakutu. She said whoever, she's one of my witnesses. She said whoever have to wanna talk to her, she is willing to speak. So I have to call her, and then
That's the Bakotu that lives in America, the one with the CK
yes,
restaurant in Gambia.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So when I called her and then I told her there is a situation, actually she asked me on the phone, what kind of a situation? Are you okay? I did not want to explain. I said, just come. So when she came personally, it was the police officer that explained everything to her. And then they said, if she is going to be safe with you, we will let her go home with you. If not, we will take her home and see where she is living. If she and the baby is not safe there, then we will have to find a solution for the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So, all
Yeah.
right. When you got there, can you explain the situation, like about the bailing stuff? Can you tell us that part? Mun nga ñëw wax part boobu.
Okay. Before we even left at that spot, me and Bakutu, Auntie Bakutu has saw that like I was really disturbed. I was crying. The fact that I felt bad he is going to jail. You know what my people say. You know the fact that we just had a baby 1 week. The day of the naming ceremony, he had to be in jail. So then she asked me, Nene, do you want me to bail him out? I said yes. He said, but left to me alone, I will not, and let him spend the night at jail so that he will know what he did was wrong. I said, no, I just want him to get out of the jail tonight if you can do that for me. Then she said, okay, me and Auntie Bakutu, we went home. So she said, okay, before we go ahead with this decision, call one of your family member and let's explain this situation to them. So we called my cousin who live in Virginia, and her name is Fatu Bari. And when we call her, she Bakutu explained everything to her. And then what my cousin commented is that like, okay, me, I'm really disappointed to some sitting because even the day that like the lady, my cousin was in labor, she had to call me and say Samsidin did not want to take her to the hospital and she is seeing blood. And Samsidin said it's part of pregnancy, like it's okay. She can just drink water. So when she called me and crying, that's when I told her to call 911. And that's when she called 911 and then the ambulance came and they went to the hospital. And that's when Samsidin followed her. She said, for me, like personally, I will not advise her to bail Samsidin out today, at least not today, because the guy is very dangerous. That's what my cousin commented. So when my cousin made that, um,
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you there?
hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So when I made a comment between that, we was, talking. I was still pleading with them. Then Samson called. At that time, he got to the jail. When he called, he said, "This is all that you wanted." And then he started talking. Then Bakutu got upset and said, "She is not bailing him out no more."
All right. So you guys left him there, right?
Yes, we left him there.
Okay. So is it so when did you get divorced? Is it during that time or did you guys meet up again and then,
We met up again actually because of his mom. His mom said, I should go and withdraw the case at court. So actually, I have to go to court, which Auntie Mbakut wasn't okay with it. Auntie Mbakut personally took me to her house, and I decided I'm gonna go home to my husband. But like there was like it's my decision, so I have to go to court because the mayor, which is Samsidin's mom, she plead with me. You guys have a future ahead of you. It was just an incident. You should go there and say you don't want to go ahead with the case. So I have to go and withdraw that case. We didn't go ahead with the case. But
and
however, the,
this yeah, this house bi ngeen xam ne yéen moom ngeen doon share. Kër boobu noonu këri kan la woon?
it was an apartment.
Waaw xam nga am na time ba ma ne këri antiem la, something like that, right?
Or Antimbakutu.
No, the house that you guys stayed, yow ak sa ex jëkkër bi.
Wow.
So Kerim Bokam,
Oh, that in Atlanta, Georgia, that's where we're talking about. Mom, auntie, I'm Fumuneka. Fofu, it was in Lexington, Kentucky.
okay, after you move on Fofo, right?
Yes, it was after this.
Okay. Because Fofo no
Yeah.
well, you want the Fofo embarrassing situation because in the middle of the night they end because of arguments and fights, right?
Yes, because I
Um,
when something leave the house for a walk.
Nahima, slow
Yes.
down a little bit. The day break, so slow down a bit. Can you go back to what you just said?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So at that spot, like when we went to some sittings auntie in Lexington, Kentucky, there are that the auntie will come to me when something didn't have gone out for a walk or something like that. Then she will say, Nene, you have saw our situation here. My mom sleep on the floor and my kids, some of them sleep on the floor. We are in a funny situation too. And the plan with Samsidin's mom was that like you guys was just gonna come here for 1 month and then Samsidin will look for a job. Then you guys will move out to an apartment. So then I told Auntie Bintu, like, Samsidin is your son. Like, talk to him because every day we're fighting because of he's not going to work. He said he will not go to work, but an office job. Like, I cannot just get him understand. So that was the situation there too.
Okay, and let's move on. So eventually you guys made up. Ngeen made up. After made up bi, fan ngeen egg to the last straw bu nga xam ne da nga fi ne now léegi divorce rek moo fi nekka. Ak time boobu ñaata how old was the baby?
Okay, when we were still in Kentucky there, it was too much going on, like, yo tamit nga nekk kër boo xam ne yow sa ilo moo nekk di la jox lekka and everything. It was too difficult for me. Like, I wasn't comfortable with the situation. And then plus we was fighting all the time. I'm like, okay, this has to stop. Like, I cannot do this no more. I have a baby to raise. So then I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I will have to just leave. So then I was like, okay, but some of my information, like my ID and my green card picture, was on his computer. So I was
Naima, hold on there. What you're about to say, can you please not mention the lady who was naked on that video? Don't mention her name, please. Yes.
okay.
You can just say, Mom, this is not a mom lady naked, so
All
can
right.
you not mention the lady's name? Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But then all right, no problem. Then I was deleting my my ID and my document that. But I was to class. I was like, let me just see what is on his track. So that's when I found a naked picture of him and and I was really upset. I was like, okay, you give me something that every woman should be having in their marriage. And then the same time, there is no need for me to stay here. Like, I should go and look for a better life for me and my child. And that's when I told him I'm gonna go see my cousin who was healed. She had cancer, so I went there. When I went home to Lexington, I went straight to Atlanta. I went back to Atlanta with my baby.
All right.
And yeah.
Okay. So being at Atlanta, ak sa doom bi, how old was your child then?
My child was like 5 months, 6, something.
5, 6 months. Being at Atlanta.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so being at Atlanta.
That was when I was Atlanta.
So being at Atlanta for singa nyan divorce, right?
Man personally nyanuma divorce the why man hamnane like I would not go
Yange break Nahima, yange break yang ma
back
diga.
to the living. Legi mom def cause say this
Deguma de mun nga delu wat gannaaw tuuti yang doon break. si nga ñaan divorce na ñaanuloo woon divorce nga ne.
My divorce, but my intention was I will never go back to the marriage again. But him personally, he was like, I will call your mom and tell your mom. And I was like, okay, that's no problem, because me myself, I have talked to my mom, and my mom said they're not in a right position in the marriage. That's for me and you. That's when he called my mom and said, okay, the marriage is end. And then I was like, I'm glad.
Okay, and then si
Yes.
marriage bi waaw marriage bi bi mu jeexee mu ngi doon toppatoo doomam bi ndax toppatoo doomam bi ba pare
Mm-hmm.
bëgg naa tam nga wax ñu ndax foofu noonu mu ngi doon try na pour jël custody of the child. I want to know that bit, if he was paying child support, and did he try to take custody of the child. Nahima
He
yow
have never.
yaa ngi break mun ngaa delluwaat si gannaaw tuuti li nga doon wax.
Okay, I have never put him. That doesn't mean that he was doing something. People put something into child support,
Okay, so he never paid child support, right?
and he have.
He never paid child support, right?
Alpha, but he's paying child with the other two kids. So plus he have never we never fight for who to have the custody of the child. He don't care basically. Some students don't care about the child when we was there.
All right. And now what happened? How did the child end up? Nakala Dombi end up in Gambia. Now let's go to Gambia. Now we are from America now. Let's go to Gambia. How did the child end up in Gambia?
Well, we were struggling. Like the struggle was real. Like me and my child, we went through a lot, So then I was like, okay, right now he's a little bit too young. Purma yobuko Gambia. Why, inshallah, mom sutone 2 years, dinako yobu Gambia and come back and settle down. Then I will go get him. And then that was 2018. He turned 2 years old, and then we went to the Gambia in December 2018, and then I was there throughout January, February. 2nd was my return ticket. So then, February 1st, I went and told his mom that like my intention for leaving Alpha in the Gambia, and I was gonna leave him with her.
So you decided, you were gonna leave your son with your mother-in-law, right?
Yes, no one have ever forced me to do that.
No one
I
forced
was the one that took that decision, because I had the relationship with the Mero, regardless what have happened between me and Samsidin at that point of a time. So I decided that nobody told me to do it.
So why didn't you?
My mom was upset with me.
So why didn't you leave the child with your mom?
Because my mom basically she don't want to come and sit in the combos. We based in Basse. Okay. So it was like I wasn't comfortable the fact that it was a little bit too hot there, and I was like I want her to sit there, but my mom is more she want me to be more concentrate on building a house than putting money into a rent, which it doesn't make any sense. So that was push and pull between me and my mom too. So then I decided to leave the child with my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law.
And you left your child there for how long?
For it's about less than 2 years, because February 2nd, 2019. February 1st, 2019. Yeah.
But digante yaay ak doom yaa ngi nekk ak America waaye sa xol bi dalu da nga nama sa doom, right?
Yes, it wasn't no easy at all.
Oh, all you wanted was your son to be back with you in America, right?
Yes, I missed him so much at that point of a time. And at the salon, if anybody know me there, I'm always talking about it. Sometimes I'm so emotional about it, but then I saw most of the time she would tell me, Nene, you will get used to it. Even me, I took my son when at least you Alpha turned 2 years. Mine was like less than 1 year. I took him, so they make me, most of the time they will talk to me to calm me down. And daily basic, like I call Alpha to check on him every day, sometimes on video call. And he would ask me, Mommy, where are you? Are you coming? And then I was like, yeah, I will be back soon.
Bless him. A very smart boy. I heard him today
Yeah.
speaking a little bit of Fulla, and I
Man,
heard him speaking Mandinka fluently. English,
yeah.
which is a very, very smart boy. Very, very, very smart boy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And yes.
Definitely.
But did you tell your mother-in-law, some mother-in-law, did you tell her your intentions of coming back to Gambia and picking your child? Waxoon nga ko dangaa dem.
Yes. Yes, man, suma boppa dema andon suma cousin Ismail and Yai, who is supposed to be my witness. Tetame wahona ko suma yai. Anyways, yo, I know you are not okay with it, but this is my decision. Pulunga hanko no. Best bobu suma yai def ma call sang
Yaa ngi break. Nahima.
yo ko hamne yo
Nahima.
fale lola
Nahima.
like some city wasn't there for you. My mom called me hi,
Nahima. Nahima.
like
Nahima. Nahima.
yeah.
Yange break. Can you move a little bit away from where you are? Because yange break. Internet bi mu ngi break.
Yes, yes.
Yang ma dégga léegi. Nahima.
Okay, how about now?
Yang ma dégga léegi. Nahima.
Yeah, man la dega.
Waaw léegi nga decide ne da nga bëgg a jël si waat sa doom bi, right?
Wow.
So waaye call nga sa mother in law nga wax ko ne ko yaa ngi ñëwaat Gambia pour jël sa doom call nga ko bala ngaa ñëw.
I have told them that several times on our text messages, on our phone calls. I told them that I would come to the Gambia and get the child.
Okay. Léegi bi nga ñëwee Gambia, what happened? Did you go straight to them and pick your child? What happened?
No, the first day that I arrived in the Gambia was a Friday, and I went there straight, and then I, went with my mom and everybody.
Nahima, yaa ngi break.
And then they went for us.
Nahima.
So
Nahima, I think we have to do this with WhatsApp now. Nahima, can you hear me?
Then we
Nahima. Nahima. All right, guys. I'm try to call Nahima. You jël ko with WhatsApp foog naa moo gën parce que mënuñoo déggaati dara foofu.
Yes.
Can
you hear me now?
Yes, but waaw jëlal WhatsApp bi Nahima yaa ma dégga.
Yes.
Wow. Can you mute the blue jeans, mute all blue jeans bi.
Wow. Well, I definitely.
Waaw léegi waxal si WhatsApp bi fanaa moo gën.
Wow. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear you. I don't know if my viewers can hear you. Viewers, can you hear? Can you hear Nahima? Acha waxal Nahima you said.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. If you speak like that loud, they will be able to hear you. Go ahead.
Oh. Okay. So on Friday when my mother-in-law, and then I told her that like the next day I will come and pick up Alpha, and she said, mm-hmm. So we left that day. Next day, definitely I went there, and then I told them that I'm here to pick up Alpha, but did not ask for Alpha stuff or his passport because at that point of a time, I had the feeling that like if I ask for Alpha stuff, is going
Can you speak
to
a
be
little bit
like,
louder?
and at that point, I want my son to witness that. So I with him.
Darling, can you speak a little bit louder, please?
Yes, I can.
Wow. Okay, if you can log out of the blue jeans, log out of the blue jeans completely. So let's stay with the WhatsApp. Log out of the blue jeans.
What?
Drop the blue jeans.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, definitely.
Wow. Okay. Now go ahead. So I'm on the
Yeah.
feeling bine. So they may jelly code didn't make a problem, right? So like your passport, like your
yes, I'm on Nalolo because I'm on Nalolo because we had some issues while I was gone about the child.
Okay. So then nga nekk ak sa doom bi how ba léegi yaa ngi ak sa doom bi jël nga ko depuis bés boobu, right?
Yes, depuis bés boobu jël naa ko.
Waaw léegi nga decide léegi ne da nga bëgg a ñëwaat xale bi America, right?
Yes, because that was the agreement.
yaa ma dégga.
Yeah. Yes, dégg naa la.
Wow, okay. So what happened? Because your story, yaa ko indi si Facebook bi, right? That was where I first saw it, right?
Man maa ko indi si Facebook. Man maa ko indi on Facebook because everybody know what is happening and it's concerning my child, and like I know I'm not here to fight to the end, but the fact that they might give me like their law is like a little bit disappointment. Lol Mota, like I'm a bit scared that they can at any time of the night or the day they can just come and force free and take my child from me.
So basically you were powerless.
So it's like that was the reason why I said, huh?
So basically you were powerless, and like you said, you were stressed, you feel scared, so you went straight to social media, right?
Yes, so people can hear me out.
All right. I'm sorry, but
at least they will know what is going on.
Yes, I understand, and we appreciate it of that. But I just want to know. I'm sorry, I have to ask this question. Lan nga foog ne social media loolu la mënoon a defal? Why? Lan moo tax defu leen ko behind closed doors? Why did you come to social media?
Okay, because I feel like number one, this is so wrong. It is like super wrong because at first they want to take the child like forcefully from me, knowingly that I'm the biological parent. Like I don't understand that fact, and it seems like the Gambian government is okay with it. Like the ones that are aware, at least, is okay with it. So like I was like, okay, let me take it to social media. Maybe if I explain myself, some of these people might be in a position to help me out, or even if they cannot help me out, maybe they can give me ideas. Because at this point of the time, like I do not know what to do, even though I know I'm standing so strong. Like I don't wanna be like, okay, this is too much for me, even though it is too much. I will be very honest to you. Sometimes I would just sit in my room and cry and then just come out. But I've been going through a lot. So I wanted everybody to know that I'm going through a lot. And then this is not right. I know it myself, whether, you the guys support me or not. But this is not right. I feel like it's not right, and I should be supported on this, and to get my child back. I just want to go with my child to the U.S. That's all that I want. And then at that point of time, when we get there, if Samsidin want the custody of the child, then me and Samsidin can go to court about it, which I know he will not win because he has criminal records. Like he's like not in a position to have the custody of the child in the U.S. So basically, I cannot leave my child here.
All right. So this is confusing. At first, when I heard the story, I thought the father of the child was even in Gambia. But now you're telling me that Papa Bisane in Gambia, and you have to
No,
go through this.
it's not in the Gambia. He's in the US. He have never ever come here since he left.
So
that's the whole point.
So like explain and you put in you understand. How did you got arrested? What led to your arrest?
Okay, so there was this evening. It was like 2 weeks ago now on a Thursday. It was after 6 p.m. A guy called London and a police officer and some sitting their personal driver at their house, and a lady came and said they are here to see Nene. I was like, oh, okay, I am. And then they was like, okay, we're here to pick up Mohammed Al Fafati court or order from court. I was like, an order from court at this time of the day is after work hours. Like, I cannot give you guys my child, And then that landing respond and say, okay, if you're not gonna hand the child to us, then you will have to follow us at Brusubi police station. Then there we will arrest you.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me understand this. Who are those three people? Are they police officers or are they from the social welfare? Family court or what?
Landing was coming from Birkama Children's Court. That's what he said.
Okay.
The other one is the police officer was coming from Brusubi police station.
Okay.
And this lady, she didn't even talk to me. She stayed behind. And the driver too, they said he's a pointer.
All right. So what happened then? So were they push and pulling with you? What happened? Was there a fight or anything?
Yes, it was push and pull, but the police officer was trying to calm the situation because I told Landin that, you guys just came and I have to get in and take a shower and give my son a shower, then we can go. And he said they doesn't have that time. I said, well, then go. Then we was back to push and pull. Then the police officer came.
Okay.
And say, okay, you can quickly go and take a shower and then dress up and follow us.
So they waited for you?
Which I did. Yes. Then we went to the police station at Brusubi.
You went to the Brusubi police station with your son or alone?
With my son on that day, actually.
With your son. So what happened there?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, when we got to the police station, actually, even the police officer that had came with them, he had said at the police station that he was just like his boss said he should come with these people, but he wasn't aware of the reason why he was coming in the first place. But then when I explained the situation, then they told these people from court or whatever that they don't have any right pour ñu jël suma doom bi si man ñu jox they give it to them instead. So like su fekkee is the court order guy ñu dem ñu ma court man ma dem ma in court, but they're not in a position to do that.
Go to the
so
police.
On that day
So
the head of the officer on that day at Brusubi police station
refused.
He was the one.
Thank you, Brusubi police station. So he refused to arrest you that day.
That's why on my video I have said that like I'm so proud of the Brusubi police station. On my video I have mentioned that part.
Okay, so the Brusubi police station refused to keep you in that day.
Yes.
But then
they said they don't have right. They don't have the right.
Yeah. Right. So you went home, and then you have to go to court.
No, when I went on that day, I asked them to give me the paperwork that they're holding on to. If there is a court date, then I will go and answer to court. The landing said he will not give me the paperwork if I am not going to give the child to him.
And this landing is the one from the Birkama child?
The children's court, yeah.
Children's court, yeah? All right.
Yes,
Melvin Roberts, if you're listening, we will need your expertise right now, Melvin Roberts, if you're listening. I told you earlier that I'm not suma ben haditi lawyer bo xamne he did not have an idea. Te waxon na la ne su fekke mun na mo call. You were okay with that, and even people listening, if they want to call, they can call later, but not now. Yes. Let's finish with you. Yes, but Melvin, if you can call or if you can send a message or do something, Melvin. Anyways, yes. Now, can you get them court? After Lolo, can you get them court? What happened next?
we so after then, this last week Friday, it was like 10 a.m. Man, I was still on bed, but I was awake. So New Year again, different people though, different faces. So this time around is Sanamane from God and a police officer. And that same pointer was the only one that I saw the first time that I recognized. And they said they was coming from a court and they had a court order for me that I should go and respond to court right away. I said, okay. And then we dressed up and left with them.
So
when we was on the way, I asked them, why am I going to court? They said it's contempt of court or something like that.
So who was representing your ex-husband?
His lawyer, who wasn't even there. All his lawyer was doing was just calling on the phone and ordering people to do stuff. That's all that he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if that's possible, but then again, Melvin will come in later and maybe he will add his input on it. And how is your son taking all of this? What's going on now?
Well, to be honest with you, the reason why this time around when I went to court, I didn't take him is because of the first time when the police officer came and we went to Brusubi police station. This landing guy was so aggressive. Like he was like literally on me. I thought he wanted to hit me on my own thinking. But he said he wasn't gonna hit me. But he was so angry. If you see the guy, he is like an angry man. Like he's so upset. He's not gentle or nothing like that. Sorry, Ivan.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, little man. Oh, nelaw na legi.
Yeah. So legi, Alpha was scared. So Alpha literally on that day when we left the police station, we went to buy food at the restaurant. So there was a car, just exactly the car that these people came with. It just motor be the park, right? Alpha muron si mamune mommy something police be the fanya again. Mani kone kan mo was something nyawa na fi mani Alpha ko kudu sam.
Ndeysaan. So mom, his memory of his
up to today, up to today, mom, they want the mommy. So give they can ready to take a hamul face, they run back to the case. Muna mana mommy, something in the night and the police open the body. Aqua benana mommy in Alpha Samba. Take and take, they for what no, take it to Bata.
Ndeysaan. But see,
man, kona day, there's something munul like you will be okay, Alpha Munema, okay. Munemane, even Sambala America, Manakona Hambe, Sambala. Mune, even Moso San Nagin, Kayako Hambe, Moso San, Alphabet in the Motokona, Mune, okay.
Ndeysaan. So see all this drama that's going on. Nasa ex Jikar call Nala at any time or family member
no, call Ulma actually, but me personally, man, they must contact on Instagram and my work on it, like this is going on and you letting this go, on, and which is not right. You know the reason why you are doing this is because we are in the Gambia something. So I make him understand that I know he is involved and they are now coming out and he is not in the Gambia. I do not know what is going on. If he want to have the custody of the child, something, let me go home with the child and then we can fight for the custody of it. Not in the Gambia. He never responds.
Okay. And sa dom bi ñaata years la am legi?
He is only 4 years. He turned 4 on the 26th of October last month.
Yeah, I saw the beautiful pictures. You did a big birthday party for him. It was on social media.
Yes.
I mean, it brought me to tears because he's so handsome, a very smart boy, and yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes. Comme li ñi rek comme ni ma leen ko waxee tooguma fii tey pour ne dañoo ŋaañe anybody so leen ma bàyyi xel sax bi ma commencé ba léegi jaaruma si turi ex jëkkëram sax because it's not something that I would go deep into because suma benn suñ naataango la moom moo tudda turam te foog naa ne fan yëpp fi mu dem ci social media bi tudda na fa turam nit ñi xam nañ kan la moo wax nii ñun tamit suñ naataango la sa media bi fii rek so def naa ci nanka nag te ma def nag li war parce que ba ma jotee lii ba ma waxee ak moom li ma ko njëkk a wax mooy lii duma ko indi si suma plateforme bi fekk awma number sa jëkkër ex husband bi pour moom tamit dafa fair ma call ko o ma send ko message pour wax ko li ma pare pour def si pour man tam ma déglu side of story mun ngaa confirm ne wax naa la loolu Nahima. Yes and suñu for viewers sake ñi seetaan ex jëkkër bi moom anytime pour pare pour ñëw pour génn si pour wax about lii nii dina mun a wane ne Fatoumata Rahman Koka send na ko message with my name ak suma téléphone number and everything pour ne ko bëgguma ñëw si social media pour waxtaanee lii man tam bëgg naa dégg the side of his story but unfortunately he didn't get back to me and we had to come out and talk about it and I'm still hoping ne dina ma respond waaye ba tey respond aguma nag so I gave him the chance but so pour ngeen understand rek ne duma mun a ñëw toog fii rek jël one side of the story or déglu loolu rek te di ñëw di ko ŋaaña te fekk moom tam joxuma ko liggéey waalaam foog respect boobu noonu war nañ ko jox moom tamit waaye get it back to man unfortunately waaw léegi fan ngeen tollu ci case bi and now it is almost time for you to come back home right?
Yes.
léegi fan nga ci tollu?
Well, on Friday when we got to the court, actually we went to the Brikama police station to report because they had to bail me out there on on Friday.
Oh, I forget one point. At some point you went back to the police station at both the detain on, right?
Yes, we went to Brikama police station. I was there since 2 p.m. to after 12. It was almost 1 a.m.
1
That's
a.m.
when they was able to bail me out because they was like, I cannot be bailed out at first. So it was like a lot of things going on.
Your own child.
They wanted me. Yes. So the whole point was what they said is that I was supposed to be in that jail until on Monday. Then they will come get me from there and take me to Mile 2.
But luckily again, like you explained,
that was their decision.
Yeah, luckily again, there was a very good police officer who was there who said, no, I'm not going to put this decent girl in the cell.
Yes.
Yeah. Explain out that part. Because police comes in the
lady's name, I don't know, but her last name is Sabali. She said she is not going to keep me there more than 72 hours. If she has somebody to bail me out, she will. If she doesn't have somebody to bail me out until on Sunday, she will actually go ahead and release me. That was her.
That's what she told them. Lola Lenwa, right?
Yes, that's what she told them. She said, even though it's coming from the court, you guys say, but I cannot keep her more than 72 hours.
And then again, she came to your rescue by saying, when they insist that they should put you in jail, she said, no, gori raka faneka, duma ko dugal fofu mo gori, be pare ki ak condition am, si kana kontuar la ko tek fi ak man.
Yeah. Yes, she said, what I can do is that I can have a seat, is it Ghana contour, and detain her there. Yeah, but I cannot put her where all this is horrible. She cannot be in there. As you can see, everybody is in one cell. That's what she said too.
Ndeysaan pour police defee lu baax nag ci jamono buñ toll nii police bu defee lu baax dañ koy wax ñu ngi wax police yooyu def loolu ngàcci ngaalaama jërëjëf jëf ci si liggéey boobu ngeen def rafet na te dëgg la da ngeen doon def seen liggéey def ngeen ko li ngeen ko war a defee waaye ñi nga xam ne nag police yu bon yi nga xam ne traité nañ mata bi otherwise ak officers yi traité mata bi otherwise maa ngi ñaax te am na the minister of ki nekk in charge of social welfare daal am na number am dinaa ko call after li ñu seet lan lañ ci gën a mën a def because it's not on social welfare foog naa ne ñoom niñ taxawee ci lii foog naa ne dafa mel ni dañ jaay doole foofu noonu waaye Nahima li ma la bëgg a laajaat mooy yow you're an American citizen now, right?
Yes, I am.
Sa doom bi American citizen la?
Yes.
Why are you wasting your time sa ngay push and pull at ñi? Why didn't you go to the American embassy and report the case?
Well, before this happened, man personally, demon see American embassy. Mafeka only the security men there. They said they're not open due to the coronavirus. They're still closed. So they said I can email them, which I did, but the response was really slow. It's just yesterday that yesterday was Monday, right? It was early in the morning on Monday before going to court and at the police station that I got a call from one of the counselor there, and he had said no matter what, I shouldn't give the child to nobody.
Good.
If I'm going to court, because the child is only 4 years old, I'm the only biological parent in the Gambia right now. So if I'm going to court and I don't want, and I cannot go with the child, I should leave the child with somebody that has American citizen, and then go to court. Since the case is in court, he had emailed his boss, and then I had called him back today, and then he said his boss said since the matter is being with the Gambia right now until when I go to court, and then they will see if they can get a passport for the baby, or what if they can go and get the passport. But I have to clear myself with the Gambian government first before they take any action. That's what they said today. The counselor that I spoke to.
Okay. ñu ngay ñaax parce que lii mooy li important ci waxtaan bi tey Nahima di liñ déglu yëpp dëgg la war nañ ko déglu waaye li important ci waxtaan bi mooy fii bu fekkee ne any government official mu ngee déglu te am na the power am na the mun pour mu dimbale Nahima pour ñu seet naka la ñoo defee pour Nahima moom si boppam mun a jël doomam mu bàyyee ñi passeport bi mu dem waaye tamit di ñaax ex jëkkër ji di ñaax yaay bi yéen a ngi amee passeport bi ñu ngi leen a ñaan ngir yàlla ak yonent ba delloo leen ko passeport bi mu dem ak doomam moom bu demee America ndegem papa bi mu fa
man bañuma man suma àggee foofu bañuma sam si since moom dafa wax woon Gambia moom am na ko. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, somebody was calling because they wanted to contribute. Yes.
Waaw so man bete man suma amee suma doom since sam si di mu ngi woon ne like moom am na the power pour jël doomam léegi man dama bëgg rek moom mu bàyyi man ma ñibbi ak doom bi kon doom bi moom si America la juddu moom mu ngi fa man tamit maa ngi foofu noonu dinaa dem foofu noonu comme ñu fay case bi foofu.
ahankay te fi mu nekk léegi tey sa time yi ñibbi jot right.
yaa léegi tey mu jot.
ok comme ni ma ko waxee rek ñu ngi ñaax ex husband ñu ngi laa ñaan su dee mun nga tey nag suma call bi li ko waraloon suma message bi astafurlaay du call suma message bi li ko waraloon pour nga call ma woon ñu def ko ci suuf waxtaan ak yow li yëpp bu ko defee nga munoon a delloo sa doom passeport am mu ñëw America mu ngeen ngay gis sa doom yaayam di ko gis parce que lii warul nañ leen bàyyi jikko bii li ñuy def nii surtout ma suma mbokki góor ñi lii warul gis nga doom yaayam xanaa yaay ji nekk kuy naan sàngara kuy drogué ku dof wala koo xam ne daf la óor na mënut a amee xale bi foofu ci Europe bi fii de loolu rek ay tax ñu joxe kële moom mu moom costadi moom kenn nañ leen waxante digga yéen xam ngeen ne bu fekkee Gambia ngeen dëkka ñun yow boo dëkkee ak sa jabar biir Gambia wallahi su sëy bi tasee danga koy dàqa génne ko moo ay doomam ci biti waaye lan moo tax soo leen nekkee fii si Europe bi ngeen ay taxaw di force ay pour waste time jigéen bi rek ngeen leen def ñu ngi leen naa ñaax suñ mbokki góor yi baa leen de def loolu duma dugga nag ci diggante ñaar ñu doon di sëy suma affaire nekku ci loolu taxumaa jóg waaye right now dama feel ne it is time pour yow papi xale bi nga ñaan sa yaay ñaan ko mu jël passeport bi mu jox ko kii mu dem toppatoo soxlaam bu ñëwee bi America ngeen seet naka ngeen defee seen doom ndege musu leen koo xeex biir America bu leen ñëw bi fii muy ugly te lii is very sad a lot of men dañ dee indi jigéen ñi biir Gambie o ñu bàyyi leen ba ñëw holiday biir Gambie ñu leen faa yóbbu koor I'm a living example loolu du waxtaani tey ba beneen bis la waaye lii dañ ko war a stop si suñu society bi waaw léegi lan nga bëgg a aat ci lii because after bëgg naa nga toog yow tamit nga déglu su ko defee Melvin Roberts mu dugga si su Melvin mu duggasee yow nit ñi su fekkee am na ko bëgg a call tamit mu call dugga si nga ñu dalal la because whilst I'm talking to you I have about 4 women ñoo xam ne send nañ ma message di wax ne kenn ki sax mu ne xam na la moom tam base la jógee mu ne dina la call ci suuf si kanam duga si send nañ ma message wane ne ñoom tam encounter nañ the same thing and lii is very sad we need to stop that lan nga ci bugg a aat wala da nga bugg a ñii duga ba pare yow after nga ñëwaat
waaw
ok du am nga ma Facebook di nga ma yaa ngee mën a seetaan yaa ngee déglu ñëpp ndax ma mun naa laa bàyyi si line bi tamit
mun naa dem Facebook waaw
oh yow soo bëggee mun naa laa bàyyi si line bi yow noppi rek su ko defee ma bàyyi la si line bi di nga mën a dégg tamit
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, okay. 1 second. So yo, nala bay fofu. Ma make a call to Melvin Roberts. Melvin, stand by. Nahima, yow mën nga mute from your end. Mutal Nahima. Man suma la bëggee nga unmute rek naa la wax nga unmute, right? Alright gars yi yéen a ngi dégg la de tey fii leen ñëwee tey ndeysaan mu nekk lu daw yaram nag am jigéen ñu bari ñu di ko dunda nag lii duma social worker.
Husband that these people from the salon, they come in to see me, and he said, didn't you tell them that we're not doing nothing because the little
Naima?
savings that you
li ma dégg fan laa ko déggee.
spend on clean and
Oh,
stuff like
okay. I know what's going on. Waa xaaral ma ko Melvin. Alright guys. Hi Melvin.
Hello, hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. If you can speak a little bit louder, it will be great.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say it's yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Is she on the line? Because there's certain things that are not very clear to me that I'm completely, absolutely confused about. I know we kind of discussed this a little bit, but I'm just a bit confused with her explanation. Because so is she still on the line? I just need clarification before
yes, she's still...
I provide any sort of opinion on this.
Yeah, Nahima, yaa ngi dégg Melvin.
Yes.
Can she hear me?
Waaw mun nga waxa Melvin tuuti.
Yeah, is she hearing me? Can she hear me?
Yes, she can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, the first question I wanted to ask her was the first day that she said she got people that came to her house, 3 individuals. I'm sure one is a police officer, one would be the bailiff of the court trying to enforce whatever court order they had from the court. Now, what I wanted to know, what was that order? What was that order for? Prior to that order, was she ever contacted for any matter before the court? That's what I wanted. Her or her family or anyone, has she ever been served a notice to appear before a court? Was she aware that a court proceeding was going on? Was she aware of any sort of thing?
Nahima? Melvin, she said no. She said no.
I wasn't aware of nothing.
Okay, Nahima, so wahe man dinawa. Nahima, wahal ma wah.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't aware. So can I go ahead?
Yeah, she said no. She was not aware of anything like that.
On that day, I said on a Thursday after 6 p.m., they're coming from court and they have the court order that I should hang the child to them.
Hold on. Wow.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's clear. That's very clear.
Yeah, I want to repeat. I want to repeat so that people can hear. Yes. Nahima mune no gisuton dara but the Thursday bi nga xamne mom la gaay ñew ci kiram wax ko ne ko they ñew because ñu am a court order. Melvin, go ahead.
Okay. The second question I need to ask, just for my information, is of course I know her son was born in the U.S. and therefore a U.S. citizen. Has she sought any sort of Gambian documentation for that child? Does the child have a Gambian passport? Has the child claimed any sort of Gambian citizenship through her or through her father that she's aware of?
No, Melvin.
None. Okay. And then finally, my last question would be, when she eventually went to court, what did the court say to her?
Actually, when I got to court, it was in a courtroom. We went to our office. He said he is the registrar.
Okay. Actually, when I went to court,
the registrar.
Yeah, let me. Actually, when she went to court, it wasn't a court like a court room. It was like another room an office where she met the registrar.
Yes. And he said, "Do you know why you are here?"
He said,
I said yes.
He said, "Do you know why you are here?"
Yes, they said it's for contempt of court.
I said yes. They said it's for contempt of court.
Contempt of court. But did they tell you what okay, they said to you it's contempt of court, which means you violated a court order. But are you aware of that order? Because for you to be held in contempt, for you to be held in contempt, are you aware of the order? Do you know what the order is?
Hold on, Nahima, hold on. Harabe Melvin Daniel nga jël su ko defee yow tam soo waxee waaw. Okay. Dégg nga lu wax Nahima mu ne nga wax léegi.
So, I didn't have no court order or nothing. The only court order that it was like these people came on Thursday and said they was there to pick up the child coming from court is a court order after court hours, after working hours, which I make it very clear to them that I cannot give them my son. If it was working hours, I would have followed them to court.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Why.
Now, fine.
And,
I get it. I get it now.
But when we get there on Friday, his first said I was there, so that's the reason why I was on time to court.
Okay.
Okay. So I get it now. I get it now, Fatima. Okay, so let me just explain a few things. First and foremost, right? Gambian law is kind of it's settled. I saw somebody mention that men are given priority or stuff like that. Maybe that's left with the discretion of the magistrates or the judges. But what I do know, under the Children's Act that we have now, the best interest of the child is what is looked at all times. It has nothing to do with a woman, a mother, or a father. Before the eyes of the law, both are equal. Okay? Now, what the law would look at is what is the best interest of the child at all times. And looking at the best interest of the child does not always happen to be financial strength. So it doesn't mean because one parent has more money than the other, then that is what they look at. No, they look at the overall well-being of the child. So really, there's nothing like, as far as I am concerned, what I do know, and because I've had my experiences, and I'll share my experiences, after with regards to the children's court and when it comes to issues of custody and all of that. But the point is, the court is mandated by law, to look at the best interest of the child, because every single instrument in the world, international instrument in the world that has stuff to do with the child has been domesticated into our Gambian law. Okay? So that is very clear. Now, let's get into the issue. First and foremost, when you're granting custody, okay, it's common sense. It's common sense, and it's legal that you would grant custody to the parents of a child if they are alive. That is, if these parents don't have any issues whereby you would feel that granting custody to the parents would amount to the child being in danger. So, for example, maybe the parents were using drugs or they were, abusive parents and stuff like that, then they wouldn't look at the best. They wouldn't look at that when they're looking at the best interest of the child. So it wouldn't have to be like either parents. But absolutely, when two parents are alive, when it comes to custody, it is between the mother
and the father. Yeah.
So for me, I do not understand, and I cannot make sense of it. Yeah, where a court would grant custody to somebody who is not a father, that does not ordinarily reside in the Gambia, and grant custody to another person who is not the father, not the biological father, when the parent of that child is alive. That is unheard of. I've never heard of it. Today is the first time, and I don't understand it.
And that's where I wanted you to come in to tell us if it is normal for the case to go on like this, because the father is in the States. He's not in Gambia.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. And that's the first thing. But the second thing is, if you are doing a custody battle, she would have to be served. She would have to know that there's a court case going on, that custody is there's an issue, there's a matter of custody, and she would have to either retain a lawyer or take part in the proceedings. But she was not served. She was never aware of these proceedings. How on earth can they just get up and grant custody to somebody else who is not the parent? I don't understand that. So I don't understand how that was done.
Yeah. So now what I want to know is, what can she do? I know she has a lawyer.
And thirdly, I just want to give you all the points, the issues I have with it. And thirdly, this child ordinarily is not a Gambian.
Good, yes.
The child is an American resident. The child is an American citizen. Both parents of the child reside in the United States. How does a Gambian court invoke jurisdiction over this child? I don't understand.
I don't either.
When it comes to issues of custody, I don't understand. Okay? Now, one thing we have to do here is to actually commend. I see them being bashed every day, left, right, and center. But like I've explained to you, I have seen a shift in their operations, and I've seen such professionalism in the way they carry out the job. One thing that should happen right now is a great commendation for the Gambia police force.
Yes.
It is absolutely great, because you know what? What that police officer did was actually putting her life on the line.
Yeah.
Because this, regardless of the fact that we don't like the court order, and this is what people have to know, the court order may not be right. The court order may be wrong. The court order may be done not according to law. But as long as it is a court order and it has the force of the law and the power of the court, it is still an order. Except you go to a subsequent court to appeal on that order and to set that order aside. But as long as that order is not set aside, that order still stands. And usually when the court, when you are held in contempt of court and you are sent to a police station, usually if it was during the day, what happens is they send you straight to remand, mild to remand, when you have a violation of a court order. And then when you go to remand, then of course the police officers would not even have anything to do about it. But for that woman, so what you have to understand is this custody that she was under was not under the police station. The police were just merely acting as maybe like gatekeepers, but the custody had the force of the court. So usually that police officer would not even have the power to grant bail. Only the courts, only the judge that gave that order, only the courts would be able to set aside that contempt.
Okay, so that's what you meant by.
Is really great for me. That is absolutely amazing that a police officer will stand her ground and say that, you know what,
she wants to make Mel. She wants to make a comment there. She wants to say something.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, darling.
Like I said, when the two occasions that these people came from third, they said, at that time I don't have a lawyer. But this on Monday I went with my lawyer. My lawyer himself, he was from the court order, whatever, and then he was in that police station, insisting that he would talk to the judge that gave that order. Then they said it's they said the name of the person that gave the order that should be held at the police station. And come to think of it, it was Samsidin's lawyer actually.
Okay.
So when my lawyer went to court on Monday, the judge actually was having a case.
Okay.
So she then told my lawyer that she did not give the order for me to check into mile 2 or jail. But I
oh my God. So that you see, this is what I'm saying, and this is why
Melvin, hold on. Let her finish. She's still Melvin Hara Mujeha. Yeah, go ahead, Nene. Okay. Melvin,
yeah, that is serious. This is why I was asking, why on earth would an order be given? A whole proceedings of court would go on without her being on notice. Mel, because that is one fundamental. Yeah.
Mel, do you know what I want to know? Is there any chance of the court ordering to get the passport forcefully?
Of course. Her lawyer can do that. her lawyer has to go to court and ask the court for an order for whoever is in custody of the passport to produce it in court and hand it over to her. They can do that in 1 second.
Okay.
Make an application to the court, get an order for the court for her. She's a biological mother. Her father, the son, his father is not here in Gambia. So all she has to do, she has every right, full, absolute right to her child. There's nobody else in Gambia that has more right to that child more than both parents. So, and she's the only parent that's here. The child is not a Gambian citizen. Let her make an application to the court fast, like fast. Go to the court, make an application for an order that the passport be handed over to you immediately. Of course, and nothing can stop that.
Okay, thank you, Mel. Thank you. All right, I think we're gonna have to let you go, Mel. If you have you wrapped it up, or you want to say something more?
No, but she said something that's very serious. She said the order. The order that came was not from the judge of the children's court. That is serious because it means what has happened. Somebody had made a deal. Somebody is impersonating that judge and claiming to have an order from a court which is not so. So that is something that her lawyer should also advance because that is something very serious.
Yes, my lawyer had made that
absolutely serious.
Lawyer has already made that statement and it's filed.
That is why they refuse to show her the order. They refuse to show her the order. Because of course, if a court has an order against you, it is your right to have that order.
Okay. Nahima, someone just sent a question like, who signed the child's passport? Can more sign passport be?
Okay, that's when I was making the child's passport. Actually, it was my money and everything. But I called Samsudin for the first time of having the passport. I said, "Can you come and sign this passport for me?" And then he came.
So whose Samsudin's signature is on it, right?
No, Samsudin, like he just came. Like we didn't even sign it. Like he just came, and then we put it in together. But none of us signed it actually.
Yeah, because that question our fight ask is a very good question, Melvin. You know why? Even here in Sweden, so for some
but it is not. According to under American law and under Gambian law, it's irrelevant who signed the passport.
Signed the passport.
It's irrelevant who signed the passport because most of the time, if the father is in the child's life, initially that false passport would always be signed.
At that point of the time, because the passport came to me.
Okay, so that means you have custody of the passport.
She came to my address.
And who gave your mother-in-law the passport? You gave your mother-in-law the passport.
The child must have traveled with the passport to Gambia.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to something.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I went back with the passport. But then the mother-in-law called me and said, Adama Barrow, the government had started, some people are saying Adama Barrow will sit, some are saying he will get up, and Gambia Banco, like Amul law. So in case something happened, excuse me, in case something happened, mom, dafa buga dem mu register dom bi ci American embassy bi.
Okay.
Mune then man copy of the passport bi rek la ko baye fi. Mune like, is there any way you can send the passport? And then there was this lady coming to the Gambia at that time, so I gave the passport to the lady, and then my cousin Ismail and I went to New York and pick up the passport and then give it to Ma because it was something that considered a child. They said she said she was gonna register the child to the American embassy. That's how she got to get access to the actual passport.
Okay,
that's what she told me. Reason was.
Well, the reason why I was asking is, Melvin, then case closed. Capiche? If she was the one who handed the passport to them, she have all right to go back and get the passport from them. I don't see any female problem nekatu fan. That do Melvin.
No. But you see, the thing is, there is a problem because even though she handed the passport, she cannot go and fight and beat people to get the passport, right?
No.
Yes.
Okay. She cannot go to the police and tell the police go and buy force and beat her up and take the passport, right?
Yes.
No. Okay. The easiest way, the legal way, the proper way, that document is not a Gambian document. That's an American passport belonging to the government of the United States of America. The child in question is not a Gambian. It's a legal American citizen. The mother of the child is in the Gambia. Okay? She goes to court, make an application, okay, to get the passport to be handed in. It's simple.
Thank you, Mel. All right?
Very simple. There's no hassle like that.
Thank you so much for your support. For viewers' sake, Melvin is not Nahima's lawyer.
When she's done, I need to come on there. I saw some comments. I need to clarify something.
No. Mel, let it go. Let it go.
Why can you tell me to let it go? I said I want to come back when she's done. I'm not letting not go nothing. I'm coming back. Call me back when you're done.
Yeah, but demal nga tontu ko fofu si comment bi bul ñew sax bul tontu ki sax live nit ñi di la déggal.
No, dama ko bëgg tontu fofu no mo understand. You have a lot of catfish around. You need to put them in the water to swim again.
I know, but just go nga bindal ko fofu because this is Nahima's stuff. So nañ ko bàyyi nonu mu nekk about her and the child.
Okay,
so
all right, cool.
Please, yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right, Nahima, hold on. Ma dugal la waat back si Bluetooth bi. Ñu jekkali waxtaan bi foog naa lañ war a wax because foog naa nit ñu bari bëgg nañ laa gën a dégga. Sorry, Nahima. All right, Nahima, go ahead. Nahima?
Hello?
Wow, ñu ngi laa dégga léegi.
Okay.
Wow, okay. Now, of course you wanted to have an advice and legi am nga advice dafa sa lawyer bi tam mu fa legi naka nga gisee what are you going to do next now what's going to happen next?
Yes, the first thing in the morning tomorrow, inshallah, I will contact my lawyer and put this on the table, which I think he already know.
Okay.
I think he was supposed to do this.
Yeah.
So I would still contact him and see if he know about it. But I'm pretty sure, like, I think he told me he was gonna file that and have it to court.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
I'm not
yeah.
sure, but I think he told me something like that.
Okay. Melvin, thank you very much for that ñëwin on board bi si li nga def noonu kontaan nañ ci torop jërëjëf waay Melvin léegi Nahima lan nga bëgg a wax ci sa sofalo ñuy starté si sa mother-in-law ex-mother-in-law what is your message to her?
Well, first of all, like, I'm so disappointed in her. For me personally, whatever Samsudin does, it doesn't disappoint me because I know the guy. But for her, it's really disappointing. Like, it hurt me so bad. The fact that, like, she came to this, she come out like this to me.
So do you want to...
Regardless how
much
I have respect her and how much I have trusted her, my passport don't be like she's wasting my time. Seriously, I have work back home that I have work there to go finish up. I have my job waiting on me. I have rent waiting on me.
Yeah.
Like, bills are waiting. I just want to go home with my child. That's all that I'm asking for. Just hand the passport just like the way I give it to you. Just give it back to me. It's just that simple. But I don't know why it is so difficult for them to hold on to that passport.
Okay. And your message to your ex-husband?
Come to the mom, the custody of the child. I'm not in the right position for work. No, do for that. Why man dem a buga the mom, you ag mom mu harma, madam ak halebi, suma age fofu nonu, mom mu jox, ma jox, ñu dem fight for fofu nonu. Then the law will judge who is gonna have the custody of the child.
Okay.
Malola ko consider mu listen ko.
Okay. And for viewers in ñi déglu lan nga bëgg wax ak ñoom fi mu nekk nii lan nga bëgg tagato ak ñoom?
And I like thanking them so much for listening, with this for their support. And to be careful, like, some of you guys will not understand, but I'm pretty sure some of you that will put 1 and 2 together on the table will make you get a sense out of it. Like, just be careful, like, when who to trust, and some of the decisions that you're gonna make sure that your whole family is in a support, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, today my family is supporting me, but they're really helping me also. They're saying, we told you not to give the lady your son, you know. So we have to be like very, very careful on that.
And for me, I want to add something to that. Si ñiy déglu foog naa ne ex husband am yéen ñu bari xam nañ ko, because am na ñu bari ñu ma send messages on messenger di ma wax laaj ndax kooku la. Bugguma reply kenn parce que bugguma ëllëg kenn kuy def screenshot di ko yóbbu, waaye dégg ngeen tur bi ex jabaram moo ko wax fii, te xam naa ne yéen ñu bëree bari tey xam ngeen ko, because mu ngi si media ak ñun ñëpp xam nañ ko. mu defoon fi liggéey bu rafet ci time struggle bi ak yëpp. So képp koo xam ne jege nga ko, ñu ngi laa ñaan pour nga call ko, nga ñaan ko ne ko mu delloo passport bi. It didn't have to come to this, right, Nahima?
Yes.
It didn't have to come to this. Yes. And yes, Nahima, foog naa ne léegi li ma def mooy dama laa bàyyi nga nekk si biti tuuti nga déglu, su ko defee ku fekkee am na ku bëgg a call mu call at contribution am, su ko defee ñu jëlee ko foofu. Waaye ñu ngi laa wish all the best, and like man suma paree dinaa wax ak yow si suuf. Man tamit fu ma munee ak li ma mun, contact si ma am, li ma ci mun dinaa la ko jox, yow it nga try, man itam naa leen contact, yow it nga gën a try, parce que man gëm naa ne di nga delluwaat Amérique ak sa doom su neexee yàlla ak yonent ba incha allah. Sa case nekkul warta nekk case bu jafe, warta nekk lu métti ba yow waruloo jot sa passeport doom. You're not asking for nothing, you're not asking for much. All you're asking for is what belongs to your child and what belongs to your family. And if I say family, is you, your ex-husband, and your child. So nañ la jox sa passport nga delluwaat ci jàmm, because teg la foofu noonu Gambia di waste sa time. I don't think it is right. It's not fair, because at the end of the day yow boo delloo tey America, or nga toog fi months ak months, you're gonna come back, di nga jël sa passport yi doom te doo am sa kër booy dem duga, and that would be very sad. It's very unfair. Right now you're very settled. Coono nga li nga war na coono ba pare. Si nga demee ba setul bugg a jël sa doom ñu ne déedéet du fii. Gambien bi suñ papa yi suñ yaay yi gestuwaat leen, ana kilifa yi, ana nit ñi di ñaan sa ex husband yaayam ne ko yaa booy seetal ki doom bu jigéen la. Su doon ne it's the opposite, the other way around, you would want your child to have di nga bëgg sa doom bu jigéen jëkkër ji jox ko passeport bi mu dem. Kon yaa booy ñu ngi lay ñaan su ko neñ bokk ak Nahima ñaan la. Tey frustration yi xale bu jigéen bi moo ko indi fii tey si social media. Lii waroon na moo nekk lu nga xam ne sax du egsi si social media bi, munoon na moo nekk lu nga xam ne di ngeen koo def ci suuf mu jeex, waaye unfair treatment biñ ko jox ci ñeena official si push na xale bi ba mu ñëw social media te bëggul fee woon a ñëw. Kon nag ba tey dala liitut lu mu bon tey kenn mënut a génne santi baayam ci xale boobu noonu, te santi baayam léegi mënuñ koo génnee ci moom. Yow yaay booy yaa jur baay bi, kon nag ba tey sët la, kon nag ba tey famille la. Kon yaa booy ñu ngi lay ñaan teggi sa tànka gëstulaat gannaaw bàyyi xale bi mu dem, parce que you never know, xale bii ngeen a deprive of passport am bi tey mun naa am mu nekk ki leen ay njëriñ ëllëg, parce que lii dinañ koy xëcca bu ci American Embassy tegee loxo ending bi dina ñaaw. Dinañ dem faytal xale bu jigéen bii America, because li ngeen a caaxaanee mooy tey bu American Embassy tegee seen loxo si lii ba jël passeport bi yéen seen loxo ba delloo ko yaay bi, am nañ right pour bind letter pour ndax li ngeen ko def biir Gambia. Kon suñ bindee letter mu support ko ci custody bi nga xam ne moom la moo dem xeexali biir America, dina métti. Kon nag yuuxu dina jóg fuñ ko fogeewul. Kon yaa booy ma ngi lay ñaan parce que fi mu nekk ñaan daka fi des. Bu leen nangu ngeen egga fi ngeen xam ne waru leen faa egga, mooy court beeg police beeg yëpp jaratu ko. Man loolu mooy suma ñaan ci yow as yaay. Nahima jërëjëf, ma bàyyi la nga tàggatoo. Soo tàggatoo yi nag képp ko bugg a duga rek mun naa leen a may 20 minutes ku bugg a duga mu duga.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you jërëjëf.
kontaan naa si yow da nga def liggéey bu baax. Like, I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for taking this time and listening to what I have to share with you. And I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Like I told you before, we are all women and we're in it together. Girlfriend, straighten up your crown. You're a queen. And definitely we will make sure you get your passport, and even if you don't get your passport, I'm sure that you'll get an emergency passport to go back. But taxawal tankay dëgër, fightal ba to the last. Your child is your child. Nobody's going to take that away from you. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Thank you.
Bye. mbokk yi yéen muy seetaan gis nga comme nuñ ko lu fi xew rek tey waxtaan biñ leen indil tey gis naa ne am na ñu doon try pour call ma jël 1 or 2 calls rek comme ni ma ko waxee rek 20 minutes rek lay def lii su ko defee ñu em foofu noonu. The number to call is 00220-235-6084 00220-235-6084 suma mbokk bi Awa Sow mu ngi ko binda foofu noonu ci suuf suma mbokk bi Géyan mu ngi ko binda foofu ci suuf kon nag call leen soo leen bëggee call pour ñu seet lan la ñoo mën a gën a doolelee Nahima tey ci suñu waxtaan bi. Caller, how are you? Salaamaaleykum.
Waalaikum salam, Fatmata na nga def.
maa ngi fine.
Contribute tuuti si case bu daw yaram la.
Ankay.
Waa ni ma nekk naa yaay te xam naa kii lu moo dunda. Soo gisee ma dugga pour wax because of America fii laa nekka te dama dégg ñuy wax kan moo sign birth certificate bi. Ku sign birth certificate bi is not important fii nii because si birth certificate bi yaa ngi am mother's name, father's name yëpp ñoom ñaar yëpp ñu ngi fa. So as lu Melvin wax rek dispute su amee court si takes care of it and then ñoom ñoo di decide who takes custody of the child. But man li ma mënta understand mooy su dee yaay bi amee na birth certificate needul passport from whoever moo amee passport bi. Su demee birth certificate bi rek dinañ ko issue travel document. Waaw ba pare li ma wax papa bi tamit mooy ne man yëfi sëy du ma si dee bugg a dugga because sëy dafa xat understand wante li ma leen di ñaan rek ñoom ñaar yëpp mooy xëccoo xale baaxut. Gis na nit bu leen am problème si sëy ngeen involve xale bi kii xëcca fii kële xëcca fii kële baaxut. Soo waxee mag yi sax dañ la dee wax ne xëccoo xale baaxut, it's not good. So ñu seet naka lañ mun a solver problème bi amicably xam nga because xale bi right now am 100% sure mu ngi traumatized.
He is traumatized.
It's not fair. Xam nga it's not fair moom choose pour juddu si fii si famille bi. Xam nga ñoom ñoo sëy moom mu ñëw xam nga unfortunately I would say fortunately sax xam nga because I know maybe both parents are good parents you know mu ñëw juddu foofu noonu but it's not fair on him mu war a go through at xam nga at age 4 li daf ko traumatize sax si lii am ay police di ñëw xam nga mun na kida sax yii li mun na ko defal after effect later on. So papa bi ñu ngi koo ñaan at least su dul dara sax seetal si sa doom rek li nga wax rek doomam la. Xale moom nu mag foog mu dem uti bàyyi moo tax ñu leen soo dee wax si yëpp yi xale danga siy def ndànka parce que ëllëg suñu magee dañ laa teg gàcce rek because dañoo dem seen papa.
Waaw loolu de nangu naa.
Waaw so nag na si def ndànka rek ndànka lii yëpp yi xale la ñoom ñaar yëpp ñu ngi Amérique fii su ñëwee ñu soog ko out rek amicably ku nekk am sa days that's it very peaceful and that's it but li ñoo def xale bi is not fair honestly speaking man case bi def man naxari torop sax torop
ndeysaan
honestly
dëgg la jërëjëf
laa bëggoon a contribuer
kontaan naa sa contribution bi jërëjëf appreciate nañ ko li nga wax nii xam naa dina gën a dooleel Nahima pour mu xam ne tamit nit ñi ñu ngi together with her in this ñun ñëpp a ci nekk together waaw xam naa comme li nga wax rek na gaa yi waxtaan ci suuf rek buñ waxtaanee ci suuf mun naa am sa juboo am foofu noonu.
yëpp xale la xale soxla na papa soxla na yaay papa nu munti mel yaayam nu munti mel soxla na papa soxla na yaay nañ ko seetee suñ boppa rek understand nga ñoom ñaar seen issue la xale bi has nothing to do with this waaye fii xëcca fële ba pare goro bi tamit na bàyyi xelam xam nga lii ñii ñaar ñoo jur seen doom na leen bàyyi ñu solve seen problème moom génn si dem set kon xam nga man kilifa nu ma xamee kilifa man de lu ma gis suma yaay di def issue su amee daf see wa jaama waaye doo nekk di taal safara di sotti kaani bi si vinaigre bi understand nga loolu kilifa du def loolu xam nga ba pare dafa war a xam ne lii xale la mu bàyyi parents yi nañ solve this problem amicably honestly speaking nañ solve this problem amicably goro bi li moo def is not fair dara it's not fair te it's not expected of kilifa so ñu ngi koy ñaan daal ngir yàlla na bàyyi case bii nii mu bàyyi gars yi ñu solve problème bi ñoom ñaar
jërëjëf thank you very much kontaan naa trop sa call bi jërëjëf waaw koola bi wax na lu am solo ma sàcca foofu film bi tuuti rek wax na lu am solo gis nga àddina si nañ leen def nanka gis nga benn xaleel ñaanal pour ñu indi ko ci wool bi fii nii su ma wax dama ko dee wax saa su ne surtout maa ñun mu nekk ci Europe bi fii nii fii ku nekk xam fu ñoo génne jee biir ku nekk xam na fu ñoo génne jee biir soo ku dem ba gaadu xale bi ba 9 months ba wasin ko moo indi that child into this world benn xale laajte pour ñëw ci wool bi fii xale bu fi juddu sa mbugéeli yaay la wala sa mbugéeli baay la moo tax nga toog fii si àddina tey kon na rafet góor yi maa ngi leen naa ñaax jox leen jigéen yi seen gëdd parce que ni ma déggee jooyi xale bii tey ni ma déggee waxam tey nduruut ku difficult I think man ci suma gis-gis laa wax su ma waree toog di wax nduruut ku difficult dama feel ne boo leen waxtaanee ci suuf di ngeen juboo su ko defee gàcce da kay des ma delluwaat ci yaa booy man ci li ma daan xam sax jamono yooyu dañ daan ni ñun luñ fi doon try pour fight mooy ne suñ society ak culture ñoo dee indi yenn problème si ba tey dama foogoon ne xale bi dafaa ñëw fii sax taxaw jooy ne gis nga maa ngi nii am naa passeport bi waaye suma famille ñu ngi wax ne naa fi still bàyyi xale bi wala famille boobu ñu ngi naa fi still bàyyi xale bi waaye ni case bi di demee ni it's not right so yaa booy dellul si sa xel gannaaw bàyyi sa xel dellool passeport bi rek ñu loolu lañ lay ñaax su fekkee mun nga ko am na ñu nga xam ne nag ba léegi ñu ngi may laaj number bi bind nañ ko fa mu ngi foofu 00220 235 60 84 am na ku ma doon seen message tamit si messenger bi ndeysaan waaw Melvin okay Melvin you can come back in. Wow, okay. You can come back in, Melvin. If it's Mel, mun nga koolaat si number boobu noonu Melvin or naa la try waat foofu ki ma send message si messenger bi yaa ngi try su fekkee ne doxut rek send ma message rek man dinaa la callee from messenger tamit mun naa koo def from fii nii yëpp benn la ku jërëjëf si ñi nga xam ne tamit ñu ngi comment gis nañ seen comment si foog naa ne tey jàng nañ fi lu bari jëlee nañ fi lu bari loo xam ne mun nañ koo yóbbu ñun ñëpp. Melvin, can you call the Gambian number, please? That's my office number. I don't want to say my office number needed. So Gambian number was my office number. Wow. Ndeysaan.
Hello.
Yes, Roberts.
Yes, Efati, you're right.
Yes, I'm cool. So what do you want to add to it that we all will benefit from?
Yeah, because I think this is a very, very important topic, because even though it has a lot to do with I cannot pronounce her name, Nahima.
Nahima, beautiful name, Nahima.
Okay, Nahima, but that one I won't be able to pronounce it, but Nahima. Okay.
Suma sihi sa kena ki mom la ko today.
Nahima, oh, okay. But what I want to get at is that you've always said, and your programs are not usually about personalities.
Yes.
What you take is the issues at hand.
Yes.
And these issues, the reason why I believe you bring it to your platform is that it cuts across board. Mm-hmm. There are people that are not on social media, that did not bring their matters or their issues to social media. Mm-hmm. But the way you handle the issues on your platform can help a lot of people that are going through similar experiences.
Fact.
So, to be honest, I thought this, even though it has to do everything, the subject matter is Nahimah. You say it from me. Even though the subject matter is
why is the volume, Melvin? Please, why is the volume, Benenbi? Because we get that delay. Please.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Remember time don't time any word la back because
yeah.
Dina am na lo xamne soko ci waxe tay nañ ci janga lolu tam because that time ya ngi halona mer so motax mané xara rek ma cool ko.
Yeah, because I saw you know always you see in life, you always have like idiots around whenever people speak sober stuff. So I saw somebody made a comment to say that I had taken somebody to prison, to court, and I had used the police and stuff like that. And I saw his comment, and ordinarily, me, I don't respond to people. I don't do ping pong. I don't have time for that, So, but it is very important in this program to speak about my experiences, so that if there are other people out there they can draw inspiration from it and to learn and understand. I believe absolutely that a child needs both parents. There is no matter, I mean, I'm seeing the way the discussion is flowing, even though I have taken my position in this particular matter based on the facts and the circumstances that was narrated to us by the parent, by the mother of the child. And so my contribution was very objective based on what I know the law should be and based on the facts and what I think is right from my conscience and my point of view as a lawyer. But it should be, we need to get the message out there, and the message should be clear that a child needs both parents. There's no sort of, or the mother can be a better parent, or the father can be a better parent. I think a child needs both parents. And we need to understand that there's a situation in our society whereby when parents fight, they use the child as a pawn, like they're playing chess. So you would see a mother wanting to get back to a father, and they use that child to get back to that father, thinking that's the only way, that's the only weapon of destruction they can use. And vice versa, you can see fathers who would also use the kids, thinking that's the only way they can get to their mother. You would see fathers married, and when they're breaking up, they kick the parents and the kids outside of the house, not wanting to know anything that happens to that child. For me, all of that is bullshit. I don't believe in it. I think it's wrong. I think it should not be encouraged in our society, and it should be frowned upon. But that said, let me just explain exactly what happened in my situation. I have a child with a particular lady. Now, when I went to Gambia, I realized that this lady wanted to use the child as a pawn to get at me, and I was not going to let that happen. So what I did, and me, I don't, you know me, I'm very transparent, and I'm an archivist. I keep records of everything. So you know what I'll do? I'll send you all the documents, and I would even want you to paste it here. So I will do it. And this girl decided that when I went to Gambia, she said I was not going to see this child. She said I was not going to see this child. She's going to take this child away from me. And I made it categorically clear that I'm a different type of man. I'm not the man that will sit back and say, okay, fine, you decide, you're a woman, you've gotten angry, you said you're going to take your child away from me, and then I'll be like, okay, you know what? Like the caller just said, don't papa, dinner dem papa, and stuff like that. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't have the time to sit, you understand, basically, and start explaining that to my child. So you know what I did? I went to court. And I asked the court, I said to the court that I wanted joint custody of this child. And what that means is, when I ask for joint custody, because I'm not in the Gambia, I am not resident in the Gambia. The custody of the child, what I asked the court for, because when you make an application to the court, you ask for prayers, you ask for something that you want the court to grant. So I said to the court that I want to have a joint custody with my child, so that whenever I'm in Gambia, I know that no individual can decide to say that, oh, you're not going to see your child, or you're not going to do this, because it is an order of the court, and it has the force of the law. So I did that, and the court granted that. Now, when the court granted that, you know what happened? This girl, so now this is an order from the court, and the order from the court says that whenever I'm on holidays in the Gambia, I would give 1 week notice. I will send you the order. If you don't want the order, I'll paste it on my Facebook for the whole world. So the court said, the court said that when I'm coming to Gambia, I should give 1 week notice to the mother of the child. So when I am in Gambia, depending on if I'm going to be there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, usually it's my trips at Christmas and Easter, I would go and I will pick up the child. So when I did, I went to pick up the child. She said, no, I wasn't going to do that. So remember now that this is a court order. Okay? The order is when I'm in Gambia, I should have custody of the child until I leave. So this is an order from the court. So when I went to Gambia, I wanted to see the child. This girl said no, that the child is not going to come to me. So you know what that means? That's a violation of the court order. That's a contempt of court. So I'm not, like I was advising the lady, I don't stress myself. I don't have time for drama. So what I did, I went to the court, and I asked the court to enforce their order. Okay? I asked the court to enforce its own order. Because remember, the court made the order. So I said to the court, now, this is your order, and I cannot enjoy the fruits, the privileges of this order, so I want you to enforce the order. So this lady was called to court to come and be like, okay, you know what? Why have you violated the order? And you know what she did? In the court, she insulted the judge in court. So she insulted the judge in court. And of course, that was a contempt of court. That had nothing to do with me as a person. So when she insulted the judge, because she told the judge clearly, "Manduma ko def, suma dom la, du dem si mom." You understand? And the judge said to them, "This is not your dom alone. This is you didn't produce this dom. You're not the Virgin Mary. You didn't get this dom through a miracle. You understand? So this is an order of the court, and you have to abide by the order." And she refused. Of course, she refused, and that's a contempt of court. They took her to Mile 2. They took her to Mile 2. The judge issued that she should be kept in remand until she fulfills the order of the court. So when she was taken to Mile 2, she spent the night there. The very next day, her family brought the child in order to fulfill the court order.
All right, they kept her in Mile 2 because she refused to give you the child. So
because she refused. She refused.
Okay.
And you cannot do that. And that is why if you listen to my contribution earlier, I said to her, if it is a court order, the police don't have right over that.
Okay.
And what the Gambian should understand, a police cannot take somebody to Mile 2 under custody. The police have no jurisdiction over that. Only the courts can. Only the courts can. So if you refuse, and that is why I said to the lady, the courts cannot give an order. The courts cannot give an order without hearing from you. And I'm glad that she said that the judge said she never issued that order.
The order, okay. All right. Thank you.
So just people to understand. And for me, I would still do that. Anytime I go to Gambia, she refuses or tries to do anything that violates the order, I don't have to sweat. All I gotta do, walk to the court, ask the court that the order be respected, and the court to enforce its order, and the court will enforce its order. Just like the same order in the court says that I have to pay child support. I have to give maintenance. And I'm not stupid, so I'm doing it. Even though I know the person in question is chopping my money for nothing, but I'm still doing it because as a lawyer, I know it is an order of the court. If I don't like the order, I will make an application to have the order set aside. So that was why I gave mention to the fact that if it was an order of the court, you see, now everything is playing out. Because, I was commending the police. Yes. I was saying the police did a phenomenal job for not adhering to the order. But now, thinking about it in retrospect, I believe that police officer knew that was not an order from the court.
Okay.
Because if it was an order from the court, it's possible, but that would have been the greatest risk for any individual to go against a court order. Because that custody was not under the purview of the police station.
That's why you said she put her neck on the line. The police officer put her neck on the line.
On the line.
Yes, I understand.
Absolutely.
Now. Yes, thank you. I understand.
Absolutely.
Now.
But one thing should be clear, that a child needs both parents. And there is no business of the mother has more capabilities or not. I ordinarily, I wouldn't take a child. I would never go to court and ask for full custody of a child that I share with my spouse. Because I know it doesn't make sense. So I would never do that. But I would never relegate my duties to my child because of a woman who's bitter. It will never happen as long as I'm alive.
Okay. Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much for your contribution. Wow. suñ dégloo ak xel tamit wax na lu nga xam ne tamit foog naa nit mun na cee xel nangu na ko nit mun na cee jànga maa doon bañ mu duga si waaye bi mu duga see tamit am na lu wax loo xam ne tam nit mun na cee jànga gis naa ne nag nit ñaa ngi call suma private number but ok xaaral ma jël foofu rek tamit ok hello my brother
asalaamaaleykum
aleykum salaam waaw amin yaa rabana mu fay ñu ko ñun ñëpp
saa yoo ñëwee rek foog nga isi dara loo xam ne ñëpp nañ ci jànge
jërëjëf waay jërëjëf loolu si loolu nga ma dee puus yaay suma boss
non yaay boss bi kay ma ne ko yaay boss bi yaay CEO ba def saa yoo génnee rek foog ma toog teelu ma déglu la
kay go ahead lan mooy sa
waaw
contribution yeah
Melville moom jeexal na mbir mi yëpp waaw xam naa mu ngay wax ne am na ko binda foofu noonu waaye xam naa like mu doon wax yow xam naa dafa mistreat kooku noonu lu binda kooku mu ngay wax ne mu ne kon kooku mu ngay wax ne like loo nekk di wax is correct waaye moytul comme autorités yi Gambia ñu dégg la xam nga lu la day mën a am comme suñu la déggee dañoo dem police comme jigéen bi nii comme jigéen bi jonalal comme nga dimbale ko waaw mën nañ la like mën nañoo dem ñoom ne ñu booloo comme ñu mun a comme ñu kat saray fan wat comme ñu mun ko
understand ma li nga
xam naka laa ko mën a waxee daal comme loolu dafa common si Gambia trop mun nga am dara nga dem si police station bi nga gis ñeneen ñu demee si benn boor bi ñu fay boss bi ak keneen ki ñu toon sa affaire si comme ñu naj la daal
the thing is
kooku loolu la doon jéem a wax kooku loolu la doon jéem a wax si texte bi about Melville waxul ne comme Melville mu ngi encourage comme yooyu comme police yi ñu outside
déedéet fanaa yow tamit
loolu la bëggoon a binda
waaw yow tam fanaa miss nga point bi loolu moo tax dilituma men comment fo naa ne pour ma mikkal ko mu clair fo naa that guy dafa binda ne Melvin ne ko you did the same thing ba pare mu binda sax turi jigéen bi mu ko Melvin def
ok dafa binda loolu ok kon am naa man dama léet den balaa ma
danga léeta
man last message bi laay gis den bu mu binda noonu
non bëgguma woon a dugg ci loolu waaye dama bëgg a dimbali rek li mu wax
ok waaye Melvin moom xam naa sa landed guy xam naa da ko faale this are some of the issues soo xam ne you don't compare man ko don't compare Oregon apples
ba pare mu ko doon saaga tamit di ko ne ko danga fen ak anyway bëgguma dugg ci yooyu yëpp waaye
ok
loolu moo taxoon
disa nit ñoo xam ne like buñ dee amuñ benn idea o benn solution si issue so dañoo buddi ñëw si palanteer bi nii di lay yundu seen xol yi di lakk waaye lu ma la wax rek bul tontu kenn te bul yow continuer si loo nekk di def waaw yal na la yàlla fay dama bëgg a advice jigéen bi tuuti rek
waaw acca go ahead
waa jigéen bi ma ko ñaan ëllëg na dem si looyaam bi su nekkee mu ngay déglu
waaw
na wax ak looyaam bi na ko like I don't know man xam ban language la dégg ndax English la dégg ma laaka olof ñëpp
dégg na olof dégg na soose dégg na pul dafa setut rek
ok na wax looyaam bi mu fast track issue bi hence xale bi like American passport la amee te moom mu ngi amee ay responsibility things yu mu war a def back because at the end of the day time bu mu wees yëpp xaw ma ndax góor bi la ndax goro bi la they have to compensate her yaa ma understand te na dem si looyaam bi ëllëg na ko advice na nañ fast track mbir mi moom mu dellu mu continuer lu mu war a def te maa ngi ñaan goro yi tamit maa ngi ñaan goro yi suñu yaay yi yàlla may na leen wërsëg ba ñu am doom ba doom yi mag ba tey di leen njëriñ kay nen daal di interfere si ay yëfi xale ndaw ak yooyu noonu loolu laa bëgg a advice tuuti rek man tam ma yokkaat ci tuuti because lu ñoo def kii nii ñu ngi ko gën a sonal sax waaw si mbiri xale lu ko fi jar jaru ko loolu moom góor lu mënoon a def rek naxante ndaw si bi rek jël nomba bi jël contact am su bëggee wax xale bi mu xool xale bi mu gisante moom mu wax ak moom
billahi na yombee noonu rek loolu rek moo
na yombee noonu rek moom mu try ñaan jigéen bi rek gars seen communication na gën a yomba rek every weekend or every 3 days na gars bugg di wax rek muy waxaat doomam bi rek balaa doomam bi di mag doomam bi tam yëg ne man suma bàyyi xam nga mun tam mu ngi fële waaye ñu ngi xam nga ñu ngi wax waaw soo bëggee tuisantoon mata bi nii ba xale bi dem ba mag nga ne waa di ci njëriñoo yaa ci soona fekk defuloo woon dara yoo sa wis woon pour toroxal ku la amal doom bi nga li laa de wax moom ñun góor yi moom dañu war a seet some of these things dañu war a toogaat ñu seet leen bu baax a baax
am na ko fi binda xadi kinte laa gis mu binda lu important te wax na dëgga mu ne léegi-léegi sax doo mën a blame mother in law bi because doom ba nekk fële moo ko put pressure on ko ne ko bul joxe passeport bul def bul def ne le
waaye doom bi moom yaay bi moo jur doom bi
waaw loolu laa bëggoon a wax ma ne loolu moom
dafa war a toog mu xalaat ne man su ma amoon tey doom bu jigéen tey mu dem sëyi tey Sénégal mu dem sëyi Kaolack man maa ngi toog fii nii maa ngi toog Serekunda suma doom dem sëyi Kaolack man naka laay fii ko si yaay bu nekka bés bu ñoo joxe sa doom bi lii rek moo doon ñëw sa biir xel góor buñ koo jox ndax dina toppatoo sama doom bi ndax dina def sama doom bi yow say nekk sa xel bañ sa doom si la xoolee mën a def feebar naa sax guddi boobu doo dee nelaw
wax dëgg
so why would you want keneen doomam bi lii dal ko yaa ngi toog yaa ngi nelaw nga jóg ndéewoo añ reer
jërëjëf
so maa ngi ñaan yaay ñu seet mbir bu baax a baax suñ doom yi nañ leen bàyyi si seen sago ñu jàppale leen suñu amee jabar ñu toppatoo jabar ñu aide jabar yi comme ñoom nuñ mel
thank you jërëjëf waay
waaw jërëjëf yal na la yàlla fay kontaan naa si
waxal ne yàlla ñu yàlla fay yow bu si génne sa bopp de suma boos nga jërëjëf thank you very much kay di wax foofu jërëjëf kontaan si call boobu so xam nga lu ma def mooy am na ñu nga xam ne ñu doon try pour call so let me just call them from my own phone rek wax dëgg ne yàlla because lii moom doy na waar so ndeysaan ñu baal leen ma rek ma mun a call few people rek fii nii because gis naa ne ñu bari ñu ngi bëgg a call okay all right let me start from here suma number bi suma personal number ku koy joxe nii ba nit ñi di ma fa call lii war naa yéen man ma am office number léegi 00 Gambia number office number dama avancé hello asalaamaaleykum
hello asalaamaaleykum Fatoumata
naam sorry de yaa ngi try ba soona mënuloo duga waaye sorry moo tax ma ne xaaral ma return sa call bi back
no that's okay
yeah all right go ahead
dama bëggoon a contribute si jigéen bi lim doon wax
waaw
dama later duga nag so déglu ma everything but maa ngi understand ne doomam nga moo try to génne from Banjul
okay
and exam di ko jéem a stop
waaw
so man li ma si bëggoon a wax is two things mooy ne I'm not a lawyer so ma def the disclaimer waaye li ma si xam mooy su fekkee ne mun na moo dem si American Embassy bi Banjul because xale bi is an American citizen basically when I'm 18 the government of the United States has a say especially when there is a dispute they can help
waaw foofu def nañ loolu ba pare wax nga ndeysaan da nga lita duga si dem na foofu coronavirus bi moo tax fi mu nekk nii so gars yi dañ senante mails so ñu ngi senante mails so alhamdulillah they getting somewhere in regards to that yes
the other thing mooy bu fekkee ne ñoom amuñ a child custody and li ma jot a dégg lay wax rek mooy ne I overheard her saying that either the guy has an arrest record of some sort moo tax muy ko jéem a stop but in America every state has a different law boo xam ne daf dee mun a protect the child from either the mom or the dad
okay
in this case ñun Gambian lañ dañ dee bugg a both parents ñu nekk in the life of the child
yes
I think ne bu fekkee ne ñu ngi ko stop moom mun na muy ñibbisi ba pare mu file a custody battle here
waaw loolu la nekk di try pour def nii parce que moom loolu la ñaan sax ex husband mun a ko ne bàyyil xale bi mu ñëw su ñëwee ba foofu li ñu war a fight ñu fight ko ñu dem through the courts custody bi suñuy war a share ñu share she mentioned that yes
wow why so the thing I'm just saying I don't know exactly what is going on but su fekkee ne góor bi dafa am a criminal record then they don't give the custody to the dad they give it to the mom but then yow da ngaa mun a defaral an opportunity pour ngay mun a am visitations so if bu fekkee ne góor bi that is what he's trying to stop moom mun na muy ñibbisi with the birth certificate and everything, get a lawyer here and go after him. So what would happen eventually, it might take time, but they would force the guy to release the document, passport, and because on the American passport, it specifically states, and I don't know, the passport belongs to the United States of America.
Yes.
No individual, no government, no agency can take that passport without the knowledge of the U.S. Embassy or the American government.
Good.
So mom, su fekkee ne mom munta am loolu, which means that they're illegally holding that document, mun naa file a case against them to force them to release the passport.
Yes. Waxtaan nañ ci loolu moo tax mooy da nga leeta duga boobu yëpp indi nañ ko si and jërëjëf sax si li nga wax nii pour mu gën koo dégg rek ak kay fi mu nekk nii daal dafa mel ni gars ñu ngi téye passport bi illegally anyways yes
yeah so man loolu laa doon bëgg a contribute rek pour emphasize ko nga xam ne dina ko xam ba pare ñun Gambien yi nga xam ne ñun dee génn ñu tukki. I wanted to say one thing dañ war a try ñu xam the laws yi nga xam ne ñun moom nga dëkk buñ nekk nañ try ñu xam those laws whether America nga nekk or Europe and just because yaa ngi somewhere in America man maa ngi dëkk Seattle doesn't mean that I know all the laws that apply to other states because it varies from state to state. So doo mun a jël general rek lan moo nekk di happen rek nga ne yow sa state moo nekk di happen everywhere. So I think ne moom she should do her research mu seet naka la ko mun a defee but in the event ne mun ta jot si xale bi dama ko ñaan mu ñëw toppatoo li moo toppatoo ba pare jëlee case bi from fii and then eventually dina mun a jot si doomam.
Another good advice, but let's hope it doesn't get to that. Wax nga diga fofu lolu mom wax nga diga so ko munut ba munut dal mu bayyi fa mu ñëwaat su ko defé in America su fa nekké man xamna né America ci dinañ ñëw génné sen doom fofu by force whether people like it or not, so let's hope it doesn't get to that rek. Wow.
Yeah, but nagay check tamit like in the interest of the child.
Yes.
You try you make sure ne li ñoo def is in the best interest of the child. Okay. Affaire xalé yene du dé nek ci njëriñ yaay bi o papa bi. At the end of the day, this is something loo xam ne will be documented and somebody out there dina ko mun a wax xale bi so nañ bàyyi xel ñoom ñaar ñëpp lan la ñoo def. Buñ jël xale bi ñu def ko seen diggante di ko play as a ping pong. Just to get to the other person.
Yes.
But I think ne comme que xale bu jigéen nga na papa bi just jël paper si rek delloo ko yaayam mu amee ko and you jéem a def arrangements yoo xam ne dina mun a jotaat si doomam. That's all I wanted to contribute.
Thank you so much. Jërëjëf waay sa contribution bi am na solo lool jërëjëf waay jërëjëf.
All right.
Okay. Wow, that's a good one. All right, let's ñu jël beneen call. Jël beneen call xam naa ne léegi 20 minutes laa maye woon waaye passé na ko sax fi mu nekk nii di ngeen ma may nag after. Hello, asalaamaaleykum.
Waaleykum salaam.
Fatou. Naam.
Programme bi is very nice.
Thank you very much. So waaw waxal si kaw tuuti. Waaw jërëjëf.
Thank you very much for helping out.
Yes.
Thank you very much for helping out. Man li ma si war a bugg a contribute xale bi man personally xawma ko.
Well, can you speak a little bit louder? Can you speak a little bit louder?
Ane xale bi personally xawma ko directly waaye indirect xam naa ko because suma doom yi suma sisters yi liggéey she is a hard working child.
Ndeysaan.
waaye man li ma ko advice mooy xam na dégg naa ni wax ne jëlal lawyer Gambia jëlal lii man li ma ko advice mooy as long as mu ne receive na email from the American Embassy. Na follow email track boobu yëgal American Embassy bi ne I mean lim waxoon ne ngay dem court there was not even a real court na external American Embassy everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because basically police officer boobu or whoever that man is nekk ci courtage bi ko could have put on fena because already am na proof ne this is what's going on. And man I think that's the only thing he needs to do su prouver loolu American Embassy I can promise her that within a week or two, you know, either a brand new passport or a travel
certificate. Yes. Okay.
Sumune proof lolu court incident bobu sumune proof lolu to the American Embassy.
Yeah.
I can get that within 2 weeks in documents and everything.
Okay.
Because this is a very simple case. And now another nigga for the law and hamaguñ ko dafa abuse doomam or anything te am naa ne stupid mu def loolu waaye bu dul loolu American Embassy they are not going to let this case go away.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. I appreciate nañ sa contribution bi jërëjëf.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Wow, that's another good one. Su fekkee yéen a ko doon dégg that's another good one wax na dégg foofu American Embassy bi ñoom moom doole bi ñu am moom papa bi kenn amu ko ci xam nga fii leneen lañ war de fàttaliku mooy ñun doom yi ñun dañ leen a jur waaye juratuñ leen moomuñ leen doom yi jógee Europe yëpp wala ñu juddoo America juddoo outside of the Gambia moomatu leen seen doom yi ba xale yi amee passeport boobu réew moomu moom xale yi so da ngay dégg nit ñi naan dëkki lifin la ay dëkki jigéen la wala dëkki xaleel demeewut noonu moomatuñ suñ doom yi ñoom ñoo ko moom te di wax ne na góor ñi ak jigéen ñi ñëpp lay waxal bi yoon nañ dee bàyyi di use xale yi pour xeex soo leen demee ba jigéen bi ñaan na baat wala boo demee ba góor gi wax na ne sëy bi tas na bëggaatut la it's over move on. Both of you should move on. da ngeen war a move on waaye lii lu ko dee waral yépp man ci yéen a góor yi laa dee wax ju dee def loolu daf dee fekka seen xol mu ngi si jigéen bi ba léegi su fekkee yow sa xol mu ngi si jigéen boobu ba léegi before sëy bi doon tas da nga war a def li nga mun ci àddina pour tax sëy boobu bu mu tas waaye da ngee taxaw ba sëy bi tas léegi nga bëgg a ñëw nag xamuloo nooy def jigéen bi ci doomam yi ngaa jaar jigéen yi tamit likewise we do the same thing sometimes we use our kids. It's very unfair. am na ko fi bina lu make sense nga am lawyer biir Europe fii wala America or anywhere is very expensive, very very expensive. te am na yenn góor yu nga xam ne they know that because xam nañ ne soo leen déggee case batul yi yëpp nañ leen waxante digga góor yi fii ci Europe bi góor yi ñoo dee yóbbu jigéen yi pour ne ñu ngeen nangu seen doom yi mu nekk egg ak wàcca bu méttee mu óor leen ne loi bi du leen mus a jox xale bi waaye dinañ bëgg a eggaloo yaay bi wàcca and then the mother will be depressed man yooyu duma ko dee nangu bu kenn depressed because of façon mel noonu take your time xamal comme am na ki fi wax léegi ne xamal loi dëkk bi rek xamal loi dëkk bi rek boo xamee loi dëkk bi wallahi di nga xam ne kenn mënut a jël sa doom sa loxo xanaa nga nekk fii naan xanaa nga nekk fii di cagatu taluloo sa doom yi ngay lok sa doom yi si biir néeg fii dañ la ko dee wax pour ñu jël sa doom ci sa loxo gaawut su jëlee sa doom sa loxo rek dafa fekk am nañ proof yu dëgër ba tax ñu war a jël sa doom sa loxo fi jëlee wuñ fi doom noonu de papa mun na laa yóbbu koot yaay mun na moo yóbbu papa bi koot ngeen nekk si koot bi di daanoo ko jóg ki dem yóbbu nit ki si koot bi dañ la dee tontu ci koot bi straight up ne yaa ngi yaxa xaalis yaa ngi yaxa resources of dëkk bi ak yooyu waaye xam nga ne li nga wax ni du la yóbbu fenn parce que ki nga yóbbu koot jegewut sa 5% of li nga tax mu bëgg ñu jël doomam nañ leen waxante digga ñun ñëpp Gambia lañ jógee waru ñoo eggal si situation bu nga xam ne papa dina yóbbu yaay koot yaay dina yóbbu doom koot fii nag benn système mu ngi fi yow as a father wala yow as a mother su fekkee yaa ngi def naka sudut noonu gis nga lawyer ki nga xam ne kenn ki lawyer dina mën a dem si court bi taxaw pour ne mu ngi push pour buñ la jox custody yow so let us be very careful ñun yéen a Gambie ni dañ root dangaa gis ne ñu ngi dem court ak kenn ñuy abuse the lawyer of the other person loolu bés boo ko defee sa toroxaane la ñun ñëpp xam nañ loolu doom bu nekk danga nit sa papa ak sa yaay ñun ñëpp xam nañ loolu man suma baay daf ma fa nekkaloon suma yaay nekkal ma fa du ma nangu benn doom jël ko si say loxo yaay noonu sa papa noonu te ma expect ma suma brother jël benn doom di ko nangu seen yaay yi noonu non it is not right, it is not done waaye nag xeex bi yëpp foofu la ñàkk a move on bi moo ko dee indi boo demee yow as góor ba nga ne buggaatuloo sëy bi move onal te soo gisee yaayee ñu dee xeex pour ñu téye seen doom yi nañ leen waxante digga rek li ci ëppa doole surtout ma su fa doom bu jigéen involvé doom bu jigéen suy mag ñun xam nañ ñun suñ boppa ñun as yaay ñun yaay yi dañoo jël suñ doom yi di leen laab di leen seet lu tax duñ dee bugg a léegi xale bi dee spend so much time ak papa bi papa bi su amutee jabar parce que papa bi du dee mun a laab xale bi du dee mun a clean xale bu jigéen bi du dee mun a defar kawaram bi du ko solal yére bu baax du ko defal dara nañ leen waxante digga rek lii moo tax yaay yu bëri when a girl child is involved ñu dee bëgg a jël doom bi because seen jooy yëpp du xale bu góor bi xale bu góor gi involved ci loolu nañ leen waxante digga pour toppatoo ko dafa yomba xale bu góor bu amee tout sax boo ko bàyyee si bathroom bi sax mun na moo jël koppa ndox si boppam de génnaat liñ ko dee war a ticc rek mooy naka la moo dee raxasee poxotaanam yi diggante tànkaam yi ak nu mooy laaboo jeex na waaye pour xale bu jigéen bi yaay bi daf dee bëgg a jël time am clean doomam bu jigéen dafa doy waar dafa very sad di nga gis tey fii jëkkër jabar yu tas ñu share custody saa yu xale bi di del si waat si kër yaay bi dina ñëw ak téeñ kawaram bi dina tàngul dina ñëw di xeeñ dros bañ ko soloon yóbboo ko dros boobu lañ ko solalaat indiwaat ko mu ngi am ay kéem mu ngi am lu nekka xam nga lii bëgguma cee woon a duga waaye digga bàyyi leen seen xel am na yenn yu nga def di foog ne yaa ngi xeex yaay xale bi am na yenn yi nga def di foog ne yaa ngi xeex papi xale bi xeexantewu leen seen doom yi ngeen ay nekka di yaaxa su ko defee yéen a ngi dimbale xale yi pour ñuy build hatred xale dina hate yaayam xale dina hate baayam ci façon ngi batul yu mel nii te fekka jaru ko fi yéen ñu ci bëri xam ngeen ne yéen a ngi xëccoo doom te buñ leen bàyyee doom yi mënalu leen doom yi dara nañ leen waxante dëgga suñu góor yi li ma leen bëgg a advice mooy doom dafa neex nag déglu leen suma advice bi bu baax ak xel ku ci am jabar wala ex jabar bu la ne bàyyi ma xale yi saa yoo mu ne ñëw nga jël si ko nga la bàyyee ko xale yi parce que xam nga lu tax te li moo mun ci xale bi yow mënuloo ko ci xale yi yaa ngee dem di xëccoo ak moom di dema moom di daanoo ka jóg yépp lan pour xeex ko te xale bi bu ñëwee sa kër ñu dul dafa lekka wala société bu bari du lekka bu baax yow bu jigéen ji ne la ne bàyyee ma xale yi bàyyee ko yow su ko defee nga gën a mun a génna dem club uti jigéen def lu la neex waaye doo leen dee xalaatee noonu yéen papa yi at that time make leen sure ne jàmma nekk fa rek ku la ne bàyyil ma doom yi rek bàyyee ko waaye mégal sure jàmma ji nekk fa saa yoo ko buggee nga kool ko pour ne ko dama bëgg a jël xale yi mu bàyyee la ko waaye déedéet doo leen def loolu saa yoo leen koolee yéen góor yi di ngeen ci boole ay buddi ndey ana suma doom maa ci bunta bi jox ma ko soo leetee 1 minute rek ñu buddi ndey di la def yeenay jigéen boobu du la musa uyuwaat ci téléphone koolante sa doo leen ko amaat te bu fekkoon ne Afrique la su fekkoon ne Afrique la ku ciy tas sëy nañ leen wax dëgga ba wax dëgga ku ciy tas sëy biir Afrique very rare nga gis ne mu ne maa ngaa nangu doom parce que buñ lay tasal sëy bi dañoo tasaale geddaale doom yi dañ lay fase sa ay doom bàyyi la coono doom bi waaye ci Europe bi fii yéen a ngi fi yéen a góor yi ak yéen a jigéen yi utu leen custody pour dara de yéen a yaa ngi naan ne damaa jël custody bi because of su ma jëlee custody bi su ko defee xaalis bi ñoo jox xale bi yaay bi di ko njëriñoo di ko jënd brésilien hair di ko jënd daala bu rafet dina walaa kaana yaa ngee nas sa boppa yow jigéen bi yaa ngee def loolu parce que danga naan ne lu tax maa biiroon 9 months maa defoon nii maa defoon ne le papa bi du njëriñoo child benefit yi xale yi what is child benefit you people are fighting over 100 and something pound you people are fighting over 1,000 something krona come on please come on te maa ngee ñaan nag bépp jigéen wala bépp góor koo xam ne jigéen mu ngi laa toroxal wala koo xam ne góor mu ngi laa toroxal ci ko custody make sure go the legal route because nga am sa document pour sa doom su magee ëllëg nga am la ko tegal ci table bi nañ la yóbbu koot fukki yoon nangu ko jël ko dékku ko waaye make sure documents yooyu am ko pour ëllëg si biir baax na pour doom yi ñuy mag ñuy xam lan la yaay ba defoon baay ba lan la baay ba defoon yaay bi dafa very important denca leen seen document yi li ngeen ma tànk one day ma jël nag 2 more calls and then ma emale ko foofu noonu foog parce que foog naa ne liñ war a wax yëpp wax nañ ko tey suñ fi buggee toog di waxtaan si lii rek dinañ duga si biir néegi sëy sax te dama ne biir néegi sëy bugaaguma ñu duga fa léegi nañ leen ko bàyyi ba beneen yoon ok maa ngi lay call mënuma laa am bàyyil ma jàlla ma seet keneen parce que am na ñu ma doon try pour call boobu ba léegi ndeysaan ñaari call yi rek lay meeg su mënut a nekk rek ma bàyyi noonu su ko defee ñu emale ko fi parce que foog naa wax nañ lu baree bari alright léegi nag ma daal di close line ci foofu noonu buñ jëlati benn call waaw jërëjëf mbokk yi yéen ñëpp ñu toog fii di seetaan mooy ni ma ko dee waxee rek saa yu ma indee lu ñàkk fayda ñëpp seetaan ko su ma indee lu am fayda tamit ñi ñi jàngee ci dara di kontaan trop nag ne Nahima ñëw na fi tey wax ñu storeem comme ni ma ko waxee woon rek ma delluwaat si commencement bi parce que am na ñu dee leeta dugal si vidéo nekku ne Nahima dafa ñëw fii nii tey pour ŋàñña ex jëkkëram wala dafa ñëw fii tey pour wax fii loo xam ne dafay indil nit ki problème pour ëllëg si biir ak yooyu noonu anyway not suma plateforme bi fii moom defeewuñ fi loolu ñëw nañ fi foog naa ne jàng nañ fi dara dégg nañ li ñu war a dégg ñun edda nañ ko luñ ci mun def nañ ko ci foog naa ne noonu lañ ko defee di wax rek comme ni ma ko waxee woon Nahima si suuf rek na rafet rek nañ ko def mu rafet comme ni ma ko waxee woon tamit aliyeroon ne nduru na ma xale bu nga xam ne tamit ne méttiwut affaire boo leen waxtaanee rek di ngeen juboo di delluwaat rek ci suñu yaay bi rek ba léegi yaay bi nañ la jox cër bi waaye ñu la koy ñaax soo munee eddal sa doom bu góor parce que lii dina eggi fu nga xam ne xëj na yéen ñëpp bëgg leen mu egg fa yaay Nahima tamit su mu ne tamit mu ñu edda ko ñu gën koo edda parce que fas lu mu daw foog nga yokk ko foog nga caw ko mu gën a daw parce que fu ñu toll nii Nahima mun na moo foog ne sax mu ngi ci dëggaam te xëj na sax mu ngi ci dëggaam te fekk tamit xëj na am na lu manqué ci luñ ko war a waxal so na ci mbokk yi nag taxaw ba make sure ne ñu fàttee Nahima génne ko ci affaire si génnee jëkkër ji si affaire si ñu mun a xool xale yi nga xam ne ñoo ci involve parce que dafa very important because loolu suñ ko defut rek wallahi ëllëg si biir dina damage xale bi and he's only 4 xoolal léegi li ñoo wax he's been traumatized already so as a father you don't want your son to go through that we are begging you man suma toogaay fii tey nekkut pour ngaaña la and I like I said may naa la the chance send naa la message pour nga tontu ma su ko defoon man duma doon ñëw toog fii sa Facebook di wax affaire yi case bii nii non because gisoon naa ko already social media and few people reach out to me ñeneen ñi reach out to man sax ñu ngi maa seetaan duñu ma bàyyi may fen wax ma affaire yi lii te bi ma waxee ak Nahima dama ko wax lu leer ne ko lii ak lii ak lii ak lii ak lii te man wax naa ko ne ko duma mun a wax ci lii fekk waxuma ak sa ex te dama fexe bi am number ex bi check ko out send ko message pour wax ak moom bala maa ñëw di indi façon bu mel nii fii si media bi nay rafet rek nay rafet di wax ne tamit police yi nga xam ne involve woon nañ ci lii te def ci a good job ñu ngi leen a wax ne kudos góorgóorlu leen yokkaleen ko soo leen defee lu baax as officers rek dinañ ko share parce que jamono social media lañ nekk fi mu nekk nii lu waay def ñu indi ko ci social media bi fi mu nekk dara nëbbootut fi lépp ci social media lañ ko dee indi boo leen defee lu bon it dinañ ñëw ñu indi leen ko fii tegal leen ko fi parce que investigation dina dem on ñi ca involve woon tey vidéo bi dafaa dem round te am naa ni maa waxee nii am na ministres yu déglu suñ déglu it xëy na seen jabar yaa ngi déglu so duñ bëgg a ñoom tam ñu ne seen ministre moo lii moo fay xew wala léeg-léeg moo fay xew so yéen a ngay yaaxal seen boppa continuer leen ak good job bi ngeen a def biir Gambia rek ñun loolu leen lay ñaan di la wax ne Nahima ñu ngi lay ñaanal yal nga jot sa passeport yi doom o yal nga jot et document bu nga xam ne dina la mun a delloowaat si sa dëkka fa nga jógee muy America right now fi nga xam ne foofu la sa taranga yaay nekka sa taranga fa la nekka sa ay mbokk seen taranga fa lañ nekka li ngay suturloo fa la nekka yal na yàlla def nga jot sa kayiti doom ci num gën a gaawee nga delluwaat balaa moo tuulee lii dara jaru ko fi dara jaru ko fi yow jëkkër ji dara jaru ko fi su fekkee da nga bëggaat sa njabar nag ba léegi am na nuñ koy defee waxtaan leen rek bi juboo xëj na mun naa nekk gis nañ fi ñu fi tas ay 20 years nit ñi wax si mu ñëwaat am xam nga ban sëy lañ dee wax ne boobu daf dee difficult pour amaat mooy sëy yi nga xam ne ay buddi ndeyang fa sëy yu nga xam ne yóbbu wante ngeen ci koot yu bona yu booba sëy dina na xaree defar ak sëy yu nga xam ne uñu wante ngeen fi uñu wante yu garaaw a gaaw booba sëy dina na xaree defar waaye am na yenn sëy yu nga xam ne neex naa defar di ñaax ndax askan bi mandu leen ci bàyyi leen ci seen xel ñaar ñii ñoo gisante woon buggante bi sëy ku ciy wax xamal looy wax parce que ëllëg sibir suñuy deelu doo leen ko fekkee bu ñu deelu wutit fàttal ku leen ne graduation dina am ci doom boobu bisi taka dina am te wallahi ñoom ñaar rek ay fay taseewaat kon nag na askan bi mandu ci lii bu baax a baax buñ leen jël sides nañ leen seet li gën ci ñoom ñaar ñëpp ñu dox si dem jag kon nag mbokk yi maa ngi leen a jéggalu nag bu fekkee wax naa fi lu nga xam ne waruma koo wax maa ngi ñaan ngeen baal ma bu fekkee nag wax naa lu nga xam ne nag loolu laa war a wax nag kon nag ñu xam ne jàngee nañ si nag ñu dal di ko jëlee foofu di wax Melvin Roberts ak koo xam ne kool nga fi tey maa ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa pour kool bi ak ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi comment tamit maa ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa bu baax a baax jërëjëf.
So you have a parcel and you need to send it to Gambia. Or perhaps you live in Gambia and need to send it to the USA, Europe, or elsewhere in the world. What options do you have? Well, you could spend lots of money with one of the big courier brands, printing out lots of paperwork, struggling to pack it all up, and worrying about whether you can or cannot send it. Or you could make a better choice. Jindalma Express are the delivery experts to and from Gambia. With a simple phone call, they can take care of all your courier needs, ensuring your package is ready for shipping quickly and efficiently. And whether you choose to send it by air or sea freight, Jindalma Express can handle every option with ease. And they even offer a door-to-door service or a drop and collection from one of their locations. So now, the next time you need to send something to or from Gambia, there's only one service you should think of. Call Jindalma Express now to get a price and find out why they are the delivery experts for goods to and from Gambia.
Sponsor a Gambian girl through SAG Foundation. We are placing girls on the path to success through education. Our aim is to realize a Gambia where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how we do it through our model of affecting generational systematic change. This is Amy. She is not in school. an underprivileged girl excluded from school due to lack of financial support. The SAG Foundation enrolled her into school, and she is equipped with all the essential resources to have a quality education. Amy is now making a difference in her community. Amy is now contributing towards the generational systematic change. Education changes everything for a girl.